what is the question mark off the side?
It doesn't. I don't think it has to be anything.
Mm.
Oh,
That
unless you were
is,
using it.
well, I was gonna say that should be Gretna's emote.
Oh, I've got mine. It's gonna be a shield instead.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh,
Thank you.
that's why. Yeah, that's probably it. That's yeah.
Get that out of there.
Okay, so last session ended with the party in the bone room. Co heard people moving around in the last room, so told the group to be careful just in case. Umber cast detect magic, revealing that all the piles of bone in the room are necromantic magic, making everyone want to move on from the room. But in between the bone room and the next room is a teleportation circle, which most everyone can manage to jump across except Erassus, so Pan decided to dimension door across with Erassus. Co and the changeling NPC were the last to go across, which unfortunately meant that they were the ones who were attacked. As soon as they were the only two left, the piles of bones in the room rose into two golems, attacking them and dragging them into the pool. The rest of the party immediately returned to help, managing to free Co, but unfortunately being too late to save the changeling. The party ended up running away from the golems into the statue room. Once in the statue room, they heard the door slam open behind them, and the Thay wizards that were in the undead creature room swarmed in. The party made a stealth check, which only Macmorn failed. Umbra cast darkness on the hallway to hide us, and the session ended with the whole party waiting to see what the wizards would do. Short notes because most of the session was taken up by combat.
Yep. Okay. All right. Cool. Awesome. Thank you. I mean, the other things, Pirvin, I don't know if you know this, but Co kind of lost her staff on top of that. Do you know where that is by any chance?
In the previous room.
No, so it's in a room. It's in a room above the previous room, but that's fine. So you lost her staff. There are red wizards essentially like flooded in the larger room that you were in previously, and that's your current situation. So you're kind of like blocked in going down south, unless you want to start fighting red wizards. That is. So,
Gotcha,
there's
gotcha.
many. There's many
May
of
not
them.
have much choice.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, I'll get back to. Okay, so right now you guys were kind of like here bracing, assuming that this place will open up, and it did sound like that was happening. Like it sounded like it was imminent that the Red Wizard would start to investigate this room as well, which is why you are where you are going through this. If you wait, so it does sound like there's like a magical effect going on. If you remember, Umbra also saw like a white flash of light, which she didn't really understand within that room too. Um, However, so far nothing has happened. You don't actually hear any telltale signs of investigations or like people going through searching the bones or any of that yet.
Do I have line of sight on Pirvin?
You let me just double check that. Sorry, I'm not now there.
I should.
Yeah, you where's your miniature?
It
Oh
is
yeah, yeah, you
right
do. You do.
on the
You have
book.
line of sight on Pyramid. Yeah, you have line of sight.
I'm gonna point to the door leading onwards to Pirvin and the door silently and make a key turn motion.
I'm gonna give him a subtle wink and a thumbs up and head on over to the door. Hopefully, I can slap my thighs real quick with my hand to get Erastus' attention and see if he'll come help me.
If he walks by me, I'll just whisper, check for traps.
Yeah.
Erastus is a saber-toothed tiger at the moment.
I
That
am
is
a
true.
I am a saber-tooth tiger right now. So I will just
You can choose to cancel that or stay a saber-tooth tiger, obviously.
grrr.
Does he look like he's
But he
not
won't be able to
enjoying it?
communicate. Yeah, Erasmus will not be able to communicate how to help you through this. So
I can give you a hint if you need it.
Sure, yeah. So I'll go over checking for traps and
Do,
Go forward from there.
do I know how to end it, or does the caster end it?
No, you can actually. I believe you have the ability to end it. I
I'm pretty
believe
sure
that's
it's the
correct.
caster.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the
would be
caster?
me.
It's,
If you
Yeah.
can initially resist it, but once
Oh,
it
you're
takes hold,
right.
it takes
You're
hold.
you're right. You can initially resist it, but then you have to end it. That's right.
Unless he
So-
starts doing damage to himself.
Yeah, unless we
Yeah.
smack Erasmus hard enough to knock down his hit points as a saber-toothed tiger.
I'm just gonna start chasing my tail.
If I see Erasmus like chewing on his tail, I'll drop it.
That's fair.
And then Erasmus comes into a normal form, like trying to bite his little stubby, like dog wiggle tail. Damn it! I almost had it.
Yeah, change him back. So he can get his
He
tail.
already.
No, but like I'm saying, cast it again.
It's quite expensive. I can't do it.
I'll go
too many
help the.
times.
I'll go help the door.
All right, you can go ahead and roll with advantage.
I got 23. I'll roll one more time. 1 second.
23 is enough. So the door is trapped and magically alarmed. From the physical trap aspect, you can now roll to try to disarm it. You're not gonna be able to do anything about the alarm though. Someone else is gonna have to, unless you want to roll an Arcana check to try to figure out how well you could break it.
Which is his spell work.
Spell will also work.
That's a yikes for me, my guy.
Do you see a source for the energy that I can cast it on?
It does look like, so Erasmus will point to the very top of the marble door, and it looks like that's where there's like a glowing etched thing that's very, very tiny. Matter of fact, it doesn't actually glow any specific color, it just glows bright. It's hard to find, but he was able to get through it, not only from his past investigation, but just from going through and checking with Pyravin. So you can just like target that area to get rid of the alarm to dispel it. If the dispel fails, the alarm will still go off.
Well,
Shall
we might want to look through the slipways.
There
Or
is
the-
that. So there's a very small stream that you guys notice that actually does run through the entire area. I'll point it out. Right here. Um so it's just thin enough that everyone can squeeze through. Arras, if you're going to have the toughest time, and it is possible that it is so thin, you'll have to roll and make a check that you actually get stuck in this. But it is possible to try to circumvent and get in through this room. It's treacherous. It's very, very. Not only is there water running through the whole thing, the water, by the way, is only 3 feet deep, so it's not so bad. The badness is the fact that it is not only very, very cramped, but what the map doesn't show you is that there's actually carvings that stick out. So it's kind of like random on where when you look down it, you'll notice that it's right here. That's the worst of it with these carvings. But you'll have to make a perception check to really look at it because it's kind of dark in this area.
I will, if everyone's fine, I will send Bimmy down into it.
Okay. Yep. All right. Yeah, Bimmy can fly into it, no problem. So,
He is a
tell me.
tiny creature.
Yep. So tell me exactly what you want to do with Bimmy. Is he rolling stout? Like, what exactly is going on with Bimmy? Are you just gonna fly in?
Yes, he will fly into the room.
All right. All right. So Bimmy flies into the room. Bimmy has to roll initiative.
Okay.
Thank God it Bimmy, not us.
Yep.
Um, 14.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So there are multiple things within this room. Bimmy gets to go. Let's see if Bimmy survives this. So hold on 1 second. So this is what ends up happening. Bimmy flies all the way to here. It's kind of hard to see. He doesn't have anything to see through darkness, right?
He has spotlights.
So he's
for
just
his eyes.
he's right. So he's like, gotcha. So he's illuminating the area going through it. Yeah, it's worse. Okay. So don't bother rolling stealth then. So he flies through to around here, and he sees that there are multiple creatures within this room, and they attack him in the surprise round. However, you said you got a 14?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Only 2 of them are actually going to get to attack you.
He's got a whopping AC of 13.
Yeah, only 2 are going to get to attack, and if Bimmy's oh yeah, that's damn it. All right, so you're not even going to know if he
I
dies.
can make
so-
another. I'll know that the infusion is gone because he's actually
Right.
fully
You
infused.
just won't know what attacked him exactly, so I won't
And
put that on the board yet.
I have more things. I actually don't have to recover his pieces. I just have to recover the core. Like I have to find something new to make a core out of, and I have a ton of gems.
Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. No, my question was like it's doesn't work. So hold on 1 second. Let me roll the hit real quick. Uh,
Would be 10 feet off the ground flying.
all right. Yep. No, that's totally fine. It's all ranged. So 18 hits, I assume you said.
Yes.
And yeah, that hits. Okay. So hold on. Wait. Ignore all that. All right, so he gets in and whatever happens does 47 points of damage to Bimmy.
He explodes.
Okay, all right. There's the only thing that you guys can hear from there, multiple things attack him at once. You can who's close? Oh yeah, fortunately since you're right there, Umbra, you hear spells go off. At least 2 spells have gone off. There's also you hear some kind of some kind of monstrous angry sound, as well as like metal clashing and other things. So there's some stuff in this room for sure. And they didn't like Bimmy just flying in.
I couldn't tell.
But 2 spells went off at the very least.
Can I tell like
No,
what
You can make an
just?
you can make an Arcana check at disadvantage.
All right, yeah, I'll
Yep.
try.
It just killed my bird.
Wow, that was bad. Nope, not one.
Yeah. It went off so fast anyway, and you didn't get to see any of it. Yeah. You did see flashes though, and you're sure it was a spell, but you have no idea what it is.
That's a bad room down there.
Yep. It's a bird killing room.
Maybe we want to take the side way. And I pointed.
Now you can, like I said, if you want to try to figure out how to break this without dispel magic, Umbra, you just have to do Arcana checks and see if you can figure it out. You may or may not be able to. You can do the same, Erastus. You just have to see if you can figure out how to break this alarm.
He's better than me, so I'll just help him.
Yeah.
All right, so Arcana with 12 with advantage. Ugh.
Okay. So
You rolled for
Yep.
Oh,
So,
hold on, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, hold
You
on.
swamp back and forth like that.
Yeah, no, sorry. $23. That's more like it.
Okay. All right. So this can be broken. It's going to be a little complicated. So what needs to happen is that someone needs to break the runes with any kind of magical focus, like at the door here. Someone else is going to also have to go around to the backside You just realized that basically there's a failsafe. Once these runes are broken, another rune is going to activate, and you can basically trace it all the way through this wall here to somewhere like over in this area. Once you get over there, you can do an investigation check to find it. But there are two pieces that need to be done at the same time. You do have to make an Arcana check to break the runes, both of you, whoever's going to do it at the same time. And assuming you get them, then it's broken. If not, the alarm still goes off. Also, if you dispel this, it's fine. If you're able to dispel it once here, it can't use the backup.
All right, so I have to do an investigation check to find the second rune, and then we both do simultaneous Arcana
Yeah.
checks.
Anyone can try to do the investigation. You can tell them what the runes look like.
Passive
and go through it, so-
25.
Yeah. Yeah. So Arasis will be able to find them. So
That's the
Alright.
best and worst feat I ever took.
Yep.
Every time we go into a tomb, it's so valuable.
You and I might be on glyph duty.
So if that's what you decide to do, you need to be here. Arasis needs to be here. You need to coordinate at the same time. And all that means is that you're both doing a separate Arcana check to make sure that you can break the runes. And it's just a 10 or better, though. It's pretty simple. And then you just do it synchronized.
Dude, I don't think Umbra can actually fail that.
A nat one. A nat one, I would fail it.
You would still get a 10. No, you.
It's plus
no,
8, and a 1's an automatic failure.
Yeah, one's
well,
on my filling. Yep.
Why don't CO give me guidance in that way? Because I only have a plus 7. I'm
Yep.
stupid.
I could, but I'm gonna be that person and just clarify who casts darkness.
It was not me. I believe it was Pan.
Okay.
Was not me. I did not cast darkness.
I did
have
not cast darkness.
I have darkness, but I didn't cast it. So if I cast darkness, I can't give guidance. And if we want
Guidance
to call
cantrip.
it, yeah, well, it's concentration is the problem. Darkness is
Yeah,
also
you can only do one.
concentration. So I can't do both. And if darkness is already up, and we just want to call it that because you guys are standing in the line of sight, I can't give guidance.
I am going to portent Erastus's roll because he already found the glyph. I'm going to portent
Yep.
it to a 10 plus his modifier,
Yeah, so he'll
17.
succeed. Yep, he'll succeed. Okay.
and that would just leave me to roll.
Very proud
Yep.
of you, Tyler.
Go
Very
for it.
proud.
Yeah, I've
That's a
got-
22 total.
Yeah. All right. So you guys are able to disarm this. You can get in. You can get into the next room now.
Run.
It's no nat 1 portent, but it'll do.
Let me go in first.
After you, be my guest.
I will kit the repulsion shield up and go inside.
All right. So, sorry. Give me
Oh, I also
one
cast
second.
resistance on myself.
All right. So this room has more relief carvings all along it. The relief carvings along this arch, though, show scenes of demons and humanoids engaged in all kinds of debauchery. So there's also 5 like of these like liquid pits cut into the floor. They're all filled with glowing water. South of these pools is a rough wall that's also contact zone. So this starts to form into like what looks like almost a natural cave system. Out of character, you guys are running into the very first boss chamber. But so this is essentially unfortunately the map doesn't show up, but there's all reliefs going through here. It's weird because this is the canon map, but these are and it's basically CO, you would notice this, it's demons just like this room here. It's like the Roman porn scenario, but it's demons doing things with humans, which it's very strange. And then there's these 5 pools. Every single pool is glowing. But there is light in this room, Erasus.
I'm going to begin
Everyone get in
ritual
here.
casting.
Okay.
Yep.
I will definitely follow. I'm just gonna go right here.
Oh my gosh, look at the decor.
There is a really kind of ominous tone in this room. Everyone, you know, it's even if it's meant to look like it's like some kind of like you know, basically like pornography, it doesn't have that effect. It has a kind of sickly, ominous, almost scary effect. The other room had that just a tad bit. This one especially. When you look into the pools, whenever with everyone with their passive perception, when they look into the pools, even though it's glowing water, they actually find what there looks to be at least two tiny creatures within each pool here. But they are small and you can barely make them out. You're gonna have to do perception checks if you want to look inside each of these pools.
Would I know aquatic creatures a little bit better, me and Pan?
So yes, but if you look inside, go ahead and look.
What kind
and
of
see.
checks? I'm sorry.
Perception, just
Okay.
perception.
Sio will warn everyone as we enter that this is the spawn
Passive
pool,
18.
whatever that means.
Yeah,
So maybe
right.
don't get
So
close.
Sio's looking at the map. Exactly. Yep.
I know my pornography.
You,
I know.
you got-
I know my aquatic creatures. Sorry.
You-
Other
you
thing.
got an
Other thing.
18?
Other thing.
Uh,
Buddy.
That was good.
Yep. So you got an 18?
I
said
got a
Beth?
23.
I got a 22.
Okay. So first we'll go the lowest. So this is what you notice. These tiny creatures are miniaturized versions of normal creatures. None of them are aquatic. None of them are supposed to be underwater. Now, they are actually matched up with one another and they are engaging in mating. They are different species, none of them humanoid. But Erasmus, you can tell they're mating to some degree. Now the 22 and 23. So what you notice first and foremost is that all these creatures look incredibly alien. Uh, none of you, as a matter of fact, someone has there's someone here who speaks Abyssal, right? In your
Yeah.
backstory,
Yes.
which give me creatures that you think you would ever have seen that speak Abyssal, if there's any.
Maybe I was thinking like books from like about the Shadowfell and
Yeah.
the Abyss and like sort of
Okay.
like
No,
wild.
that's fine. So none of these creatures look anything like that. They are very, 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 very foreign, alien-looking creatures. Um, that said, they also look like maybe monstrous powerful creatures at some point, but again they're all very tiny. They're around 6 inches big. Every single one of them is engaged in mating with another thing that is not of its species. The only thing that is there is the Demonomicon opens and points to a specific page and does show you a creature, which means you must be in close proximity to one. And that is
No bueno.
yep. So hold on one second. Sorry guys, it's taking forever to come up. Right. So it brings it up and it gives you an image and it does give you a little write up of what the creature is. I'll put it in Discord for you. So
Thank you.
Oh, no.
this creature is mating with something very foreign, but essentially you know that this is a yokelol. It's they're basically it explains that they're handmaidens of Lolth. They're extensions of
Oh.
the Spider Queen herself.
Oh.
They're dedicated to acting as spies, taskmasters, shouldn't be here at all. They don't actually even truly live in the material plane. They are that they do exist within Avernus in some places and other places as well. Even outside of the abyss, there is a place that's basically thin to the Shadowfell as well. That's deep underneath the earth. That could be where potentially the Spider Queen is getting these things, but that's one of them. So, it basically details all of this. It does say that outside of the abyss, this thing can assume the guise of a female drow or a monstrous spider to conceal its complete form. But right now, it's in its actual form. It is kind of like a yellow, slimy thing with like a malevolent eye. These are dangerous, though.
Okay. As soon as CO is able to get in the room and we can assumably close that door behind us,
Yep.
she will explain all of that to the party and warn them to be cautious because even though it looks like these things are mating, they are still potentially spies for Lolth or the Red Wizards.
And
Possibly both.
that's just one of them. It's in this pool here, so when
That
you get a
first one?
chance to look. This one here, actually.
Okay.
The third one down. Now,
Yeah.
all the creatures are different. This is the only one that you've identified. They're all very alien-looking things.
Okay.
You do inherently know they're mating, though. All of you do. So.
And the
That's-
Demonomicon only used. There's only one that's in the Demonomicon.
That's right. That is correct.
Interesting.
Only that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So only the one. Sometimes it will hide things, but typically if it's something important, it will show it. So
Hmm.
assumably it's the only one that I would know about.
Now you can actually hear sound. So even in this room, you can hear sounds going on from the other room now.
Oh, thank
You
God.
actually you actually hear, by the way, you actually hear in Abyssal, Umbra, you hear two creatures fighting over presumably parts of Bimmy, telling the others that it's theirs and you're not going to touch it. If you touch it, I'm going to eat you, bite your head, all that stuff. So they're screaming back and forth.
I believe I hear something in the next room. I hear the creatures that ate Bimmy.
And you guys hear low rumblings as well. There is a female voice in common that actually pierces throughout this thing giving orders, but it's too muffled right now to get a good understanding of what's actually being said.
I'm gonna move out of the way so they can come in.
Okay. Yep.
Give them some room.
Yep. So again, this falls out. So these are the carvings here, and then it falls out into this natural cave formation, as if like they just stopped curating the Doom Vault itself, and now this is just the caves. You guessed to yourself that maybe a long time ago, the entire Doom Vault was just mirrored or made around these natural cave systems, because it's literally carved here, and then it just like lets go, and then now it's natural cave.
Now that CO's in the room, could she do a history check or something about the scenes on the wall?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Because I don't know if it's something she would know inherently as a tiefling or.
You can you can try. Yeah.
Can I aid her?
Yes.
Thank
just
you.
like pointing out little details and physicalities and stuff.
You can.
If anything, she should be rolling with disadvantage because Umbra pointing this out makes her comfy.
Yeah.
It made her so uncomfortable.
Here's the
But with advantage, it only gave me that one.
God gave you a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Wait, let me try. It did only let me roll once, so.
Well, It's with disadvantage, so you can't roll
You know what
lower.
the funny thing is too, I love this. So this is a second edition module. It's actually a second edition that was powered into third edition. That's actually in Tales of the Yarning Portal for fourth edition. But the funny thing is that they keep all of this in, but when you actually read it, it's like one sentence. Like they basically try to forget this whole area existed. It's so funny. Like I'm actually giving the second edition description, but it's really funny because when you read the fifth one, it's like, it's just debauchery. Like moving
Yes.
on. Like,
He-
yeah.
Let
But
your mind
anyway,
wander.
yeah, yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
I
What
was
did you guys roll?
so uncomfortable that Umbra was trying to graphically describe debauchery to me. I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Nice. Okay. All right. So here's the obvious thing. Most of the demons within these reliefs are obviously taking various human creatures against their will. It is very clear that this is some kind of ritual, awful demonic ritual, where demons are forcibly mating with humans. That said, the interesting thing that does tie back to things that you know and the Demonomicon have stated is that you were always told privately, CO, that tieflings were a product of, demon human, like basically a scene just like this,
Yeah.
or even consensual scenes, but just like this as well. That's actually the start of your race, essentially. But the Demonomicon has told you something different. So whatever is going on with this, it must be set up as like a message, a warning, or quite frankly, it's set up as like this is just like art that basically shows that this is a room for mating, and whoever carved this in thought this was normal or right. So it could be either of those with your roles, but you don't know anymore.
Okay.
It's not actually made to be pornographic. It's actually made to be
Right.
informational. That said, it is absolutely a scene of vast debauchery and awfulness, really awfulness.
Yeah. Um, CO will kind of just keep that to herself since it's not a lot to go off of.
Yep.
But she will turn to the party and she's going to keep her voice low, knowing that there are like the wizards behind them and who knows who in the next room. She's just going to look to everyone very disheveled, very much covered in gunk and her own blood, and she will ask to take a nap. Please.
Okay,
Right
so
here.
yeah. So the only common sense things that I can give the party here is that this room is relatively safe, but your situation is not. Your situation is not safe.
Do any of the creatures in the tanks look like they are capable of leaving them?
Not that you can see. As a matter of fact, all the creatures are tiny creatures. You don't even know if these are magical models of creatures yet, or if they're real. It's obviously these creatures are not that size. Sion knows this inherently because the Demonomicon has explained this to her innately. However, yeah, they're tiny creatures. Either they're facsimiles of these creatures, or they're the actual creatures. All the water is glowing, so Umbra, you know it's magic water. Also, these creatures should be drowning for the most part, you would imagine, unless none of them breathe air. So there's that too. So there's got to be a lot of stuff going on within these pools. That said, it's pretty obvious that this is some kind of mating room, and at the same time, CO did tell everyone at the map that these are the spawning pools, whatever that means. So, but you're starting to understand from all these rooms that this is not just a dungeon or just a. I mean, this is a complex. Like somebody must be in control of this. Is it the Arcane Brotherhood? I mean, sorry, not the Arcane Brotherhood. Is it the Wizards of Thay, or is it something else? I mean, this is pretty complicated. You haven't really seen a lot of red wizards, by the way, at all. You've only seen them in one room so far, and you don't even know how many of them are. It's very possible there's so much more to this place than is just there. It's very possible that things themselves lead different areas and all kinds of stuff. That would be just the common sense stuff.
Okay. So CO's looking pretty bad, right? CO, you wanted to rest, but I don't know if we got a chance to rest, so you just want like some health?
I mean, it would be nice, but
Okay.
to tell you the truth, I have maybe 2 more spells in me. And that's quite literally it.
Well, you could try and rest.
So if you guys
Wait
do
a
want to
second.
rest, you just have to give me the plan on how you're fortifying yourselves.
Umbra, do you have the small hut thing?
Give me 10 minutes. I already started. And I'm ritual casting Tiny Hut.
Where would you like to put it though?
I would like to kind of it's a let's see. What about like here? Kind of.
Okay.
Is that all right with everyone? Like the doors can still open. I want to make sure it's not like we're leaning up against a tank. I want it to kind of match the. I'm assuming it's like a carved floor. I want it to match the
Yeah.
floor and wall.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You can just choose the color, but it's whitish, so you can choose the same color. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are taking a rest, correct?
A short rest, correct?
Short rest?
CEO's just breaking. CEO's just begging for a break. I mean, I don't think warlocks get anything back on a
We get
short
everything
rest.
back on short rest. Everything.
Well, you get health.
Warlocks
Divine
do?
intervention.
They get spell slots on short rest.
What other class was I thinking about? Yeah,
Every other
I mean,
class. Every other class does not get anything back on short rest besides wizards can do
I get
arcane recovery.
oh, that's
Which
what
I
I was
will
thinking.
do.
I was thinking wizards.
If we want to secure this place up, I can cast arcane lock on the door and lock it down for until I dispel it.
That would be good.
But I will need a short rest because I will be completely out of spell slots going into this fight.
Oh,
I only have 2 spell slots left. One first level, one second level. I kind
Yeah.
of burnt everything saving Sia.
yeah. And I don't think I get anything back for sorceress. So I
No.
would get warlock at least. Which that would give a shadow spawn, so that might be something. But yeah, she's begging for a short rest. She needs a break.
I need a longin.
I'll do first watch if we take a rest.
I can take second.
Okay. Yeah, you guys will be inside the dome, but yep.
I'll
Thing
take
is, I requested it. I will take a watch.
I'll take one as well.
Does it look like the door armed behind us or locked in any way once we closed it?
It just closed. It doesn't look like it doesn't, you're not sure if, for instance, you don't know if that alarm reactivated, but you highly, highly doubt it. With what you did, you're pretty sure it cannot do that.
I will, if we are committed to taking a long rest, I will cast arcane lock on it. I will cast alarm on it.
Well, what I was thinking is just putting, because I'm still ritual casting it, I was thinking of just ritual casting it in front of the door. So, because the door, I'm assuming the door is open inward towards the spawn chamber.
So the door actually does open outward. So that's a good thing to think about. The door does open outward. And remember, Tiny Hut will stop spells and other magical effects, but it'll, somebody can just literally, I believe, just walk inside of it.
Yeah, well, that's why I was going to cast
Only the
arcane lock.
invited, I thought. No.
No, you have to be invited.
No, it's not. But is it a physical barrier?
Yeah.
It's a physical barrier. So I was saying I could plunk it down in front of the doors and it would bar the doors from opening.
Oh,
They would
you're
have to
right.
destroy the
You're
doors.
absolutely right. All creatures and objects are barred from passing through it.
I could go
Spells-
cast arcane lock on the
Except
other
the
door.
ones who are done it at this time you do it. Over there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually better than I thought. You're actually absolutely right. Yep.
I can lock the other door if you want and cast alarm on that one.
Do that. I'm whispering. I'm going to put the tiny hut down in front of the doors so that we'll feel the resistance and it being opened and kind of bump against the outside and they can't get inside without absolutely destroying the doors. So
Okay, Erastus will run over, and where the stream crosses across the room, he stops around the edge and patters his feet as he tries to see if he can jump across this 1 foot gap, and he just does a full kid on a hopscotch playground jump, makes it, and runs to the door. Arcane lock alarm.
Yep. Awesome.
Tia will help him cross it the second time.
when he comes back around, he's in he's in his infiltration armor, so he can just easily clear it
Oh,
without
okay.
breaking stride.
Yep.
Which I think that would be the first time everyone has seen that armor. It's basically like the Black Panther suit if it was a turtle.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So, hold on 1 second. Let's see. Um, okay. All right. So you guys are able to take your rest. The only thing that you notice throughout the night going through it, thanks to my roll, is that you do notice that the doors over on this section do open up. And a very small creature that no one has ever seen before. However, I will show you the picture of it. Checks on the pulls. And fortunately does not actually notice the dome. Let's see. Man, this is killing me. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll show you in a second, but it's a small creature. Looks very foreign. I'll show you the thing, but it goes through. You're not even really sure, like, as it's going through, like how it's perceiving things. But it checks on each one of the pulls, except for this pull here and this pull here. So it goes in and checks this one first, and then it checks this one, and then it checks this one, and it dumps a small little vial of liquid into each. Whoever's on watch would have been alert during this time, ready for a fight, I'm sure, but then it walks out slowly and walks back into this room. Here is...
Did the vial look like potions or
It looks
fluid?
it looks like some kind of magical liquid. It's glowing as well. So the
Okay.
vial is a small crystal vial with a liquid that looks like it burns purple and it glows purple, and it puts tiny bits of it into each of the pools. The pools themselves do not glow purple. They glow like a very subtle blue. Um, and
There was something I wanted to do just right after the tiny hut was cast. As we're kind of safe in the room with the arcane locks and everything, I wanted to make a perception check for, or somehow try and check for a pocket plane, because that's kind of what we're all looking for, is a pocket plane with a lich phylactery in it.
of
We haven't
course, yeah.
really been doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Yep.
Okay, I'd kind of like to do that.
Yeah, of course. Yep. And here's I'm gonna put it in Discord. This is the actual canon creature. Here, let's
And Chris, before or during Sio's watch, could she
didn't fit
send
enough.
message in her book to a few people?
yes.
Oh,
Oh,
what
it's so
the
cute.
hell is that? No, it's not.
Oh my!
Yes, it is.
You know,
Looks
love
like
them.
Dobby
what's funny?
needs an elephant anteater.
The art style, this was a 5e picture, but the art style is in the second edition art style. So I was impressed, but that's actually in the module. This is not the second edition art. Someone just drew it like the second edition version, but that's it. So
I'm just thinking Gollum and an anteater, and that's all I got.
Yeah.
that's the creature though that came in and poured the vials in and went back. So
Should we keep them?
you guys
No.
also recognize at this point that there's more going on in that other room. There's got to be some kind of intelligence, because this room is in some way directing these pulls. Obviously everyone gets that portion. So this room is organizing this room. This room here is somehow in charge of this room. And if you notice, these pools are also connected. So it must have something to do with this room as well. Maybe all the rooms with pools, you're not sure.
Big yikes.
Okay, but it goes back. The creature must not be the most observant because, again, it doesn't even do anything with your dome unless it's super good at bluffing and just pretended like it didn't see you and went to go tell on you or something like that. It didn't see you.
Can I insight check to see if it was?
I'm not sure you had been awake. So this happened. This would happen during second watch. Who was awake
That
during?
was
Okay,
my
never mind.
watch.
Yeah, Gretna. So it was you, Gretna.
Okay, so I
You
made a
saw it.
perception check to see if I can find a pocket plane. I got an 8. Let me try
Yep.
another perception check.
Oof.
You can look at the creature like closely and try. Yeah.
15?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. So, Gretna, the creature looks like it's dutifully doing its job. So it's either really, really good at deception, or but you don't think so. You think that this is most likely it doing its job. You're not exactly sure why it didn't touch the two other pools. However, it. Sorry. It does look like choking on myself. It does look like the creature knows like this is maybe like its purpose, either that or it's really good at this, because you can tell that it's taking pride in doing whatever it's doing. It's stopping at each pull, it's putting the thing in. You can notice it's got an actual like small smile, like it's proud of itself, and it's doing some other like semantic thing with its fingers while touching the pull that makes you think that it does certainly knows what it's doing, and then it leaves.
When everybody wakes up, I'm going to relay that all to them.
Yep.
That's gross.
Yeah, I don't want to know what that is. She says as she tries to look it up in the Demonomicon.
Look,
Yeah,
it's
so
it's a sleep paralysis demon.
so here's the interesting thing. This is a side effect. You've never seen this from the Demonomicon. It
Uh-oh.
only tells you that that is a fey creature, and basically it psychically gives you feedback. So you do need to roll a
Oh.
Constitution saving throw because it's
Oh,
fey.
I knew this day was gonna come.
It's because it's fey. I mean, the good thing is you get to know it's fey. Bad news is you do need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
17?
17. All right. So you shrug it off with three hit point. Like it does a nosebleed to you, and you do have to take your 3 hit point damage. But it is a fey creature.
At least I got that one.
Demonomicon does not like looking up or being associated with fey creatures. Apparently, it's for whatever reason.
Okay. CO will convey that to the group and she'll let them know that's all she can get from it. And then Chris, can I send you what CO would like to send to her brother? Because she would message her brother and Azriel during her time on watch.
Yep. Oh, so yes. Also, so everyone finished a long rest?
I hope so. I need those 3 hit points.
during my watch, if I don't see anything, I'm just going to press digitation all of the blood off of everyone, including CO.
Okay. Everyone has 10 temporary hit points. You have no idea how, and what that means out of character mechanically is that everyone feels like they are fortified. You have no idea why, but this is the best rest you've ever had, and you do have 10 temporary hit points. You feel crazily fortified. This is out of character. This is not me buffing you for the fight. This has nothing to do with that. I know people will meta put that together. You will be wrong. It has nothing to do with that.
That makes me
Okay.
worried.
Makes me.
That makes me worried.
I don't know how to
Yeah.
feel about it.
But for whatever reason, you do have 10 temporary hit points.
Would
The only person that can even try to figure this out is Gretna. Gretna, you can do a religion check and an Arcana check to see if you could somehow figure out what the hell's going on. But you're gonna have to get good on both of them to figure it out. So
Okay, good.
Oh, both? Okay, I'll do both. Sure. I'm guarantee I'm not going to do good on both of them. First one's a 5. Let's just end it right there.
Oh,
Oh,
you can still do the Arcana check. It's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
You cannot do much worse.
You had oh,
oh,
Fine
not
with you.
bad.
All right. So the only thing that you know is that this was a blessing. You don't know anything else, but it was a blessing.
You've been hanging out with Erastus a little bit too much. Start to believe less in the faith, more in the science.
that's why I think it's a blessing because it's not faith, right?
You do know that it's not your God. Exactly. You know that it's not your God blessing you. It has nothing to do with you.
Uh-huh.
You do know that.
No, I was saying that. I was saying that in character to Rassus. He's talking about science, but it's a blessing. That's
Oh no,
faith.
no, sorry. That's just from the check. You're absolutely right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But from your check,
okay.
you know that it's not. It's not like your God, like giving you a boon or anything like that. It's just some weird
Yeah,
blessing.
Tyr didn't give you all, making you all feel better. Sorry, but it is blessing.
Then who was?
I don't know who's blessing us, but we deserve it.
I won't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You could be my people's god.
Could be.
Did you worship a god?
We have one.
I thought you were a man of science, though.
Yeah, but I mean, turtles still worship him.
Well, who is he?
It's the great sky tortoise, Zippity.
All right.
Insight. Insight,
Okay.
please. I mean, if Crack-a-Lack is a canon character.
I was almost on board.
The legend is that there was once 2 moons in the sky, and a long time ago, the large sky turtle hatched out of the second one, and he floats through the air, and he's always watching us. And all the stars in the sky are the eggs he laid to make more of his people.
Ugh.
Well, see, I rolled a natural 20 for that insight.
He is
So
100%
21, you're bluffing?
serious.
Oh, shit. I burned that one then.
And do I hear anything from the previous room?
Could have been him.
There's still noises going on, like communication, but there's nothing angry like before. But the communication is not an abyssal right now. It's very muffled humanoid common sounds.
I am going to get my familiar out, and I'm going to have her fly down to there to
Okay.
see. I want to look at this door. I want to see
Sure.
like around the corner.
Sure.
Bimmy's back.
Okay. All right. So so this door is a carved, ornate marble door with 2 demons guarding it. The demons are by the way, it's a 10-foot door. The demons take up each door themselves. The demons are in what look like battle armor, and they have 2 wings on each side.
There's a pretty fucking cool door up ahead. Demon door, 10 feet.
They could be devils to you, but probably demons. Yeah.
So be advised. I will have her return to me and land on my shoulder.
But it's obvious something important is beyond the door.
Put on my guardian armor.
While everyone is, lacing up armor and whatnot, and the tiny hut drops, I am going to ritual cast a detect magic in here.
Okay.
Just to make sure we have everything.
Yep. Yeah, of course. So does anyone want to do anything while that's happening?
Sure. I'll do a check on the walls. A history check?
Yeah, do a history check on the walls. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I give her a
Check out
guidance?
that
You can
corner over there.
do a religion check on these walls too.
I get double proficiency on history for stonework. So
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah.
God.
Oh shit.
Look,
See,
I
I'm
But it
did
does,
thinking,
but your stonemason thing does
did a
tell you
sketch
where
during
where
the
the
short.
stones came from, right?
um,
What is that skill you have that talks about where the
stone cunning gives
Yeah.
me, it tells me the origin of it if I do well, I suppose, but I didn't.
Okay. So let's see. You got a 4 is your highest?
Yeah, I got an 8 because I get double my proficiency.
Oh,
So,
an 8. Okay. All right.
the origin of the stonework
Well, the only
and
thing you know is the stonework is not from around here. It
mhm,
may not even be from Faerun. This is
hmm,
not marble, but something completely different. It's heavier, it's less porous, it's certainly more resilient, but that's all you know.
hmm, okay,
It looks like marble though.
it's interesting. Be nice to make a
Nor
gravestone out of.
normal to like if you wanted to try to normal marble, you could take your tools out right now and start scratching it. This is not going to scratch. As a matter of fact, you may not even have the tools to take these out if you wanted to.
This is really interesting. I also, I just want to tell everybody, I tried to look for a pocket plane. I couldn't find any in here, but I was kind of sleepy. So maybe somebody else wants to try.
Well, I unlocked the other door. It faded because I didn't prep the spell again. Um, and alarm will be failing right now.
Yep. Okay.
Chris, with whatever god or whatever it is that gave us temp hit points, if I cast Armor of Agathis, would I stack my temp hit points with that 10?
No, unfortunately, no.
Okay. Needed to make sure before I burn a 3rd level spell slot.
Yeah. Yeah, it would not stack in this case.
Okay. Then CO is ready to go. She will ask Kiri if he sees anything interesting though about the pools as we make our way to the other door.
Say that again because it cut out.
Oh, sorry. CO's gonna see if Kiriji notices anything about the pools as we make our way towards the other room.
And did I get anything with
Yeah,
my
I was about
detect
to
magic?
say. Yeah, so it's all enchantment magic. The pools. So Kiriji will tell you that each one of these pools is magic, and he will also look around and tell you that he hates this room and goes back into your thing. He hates it. But each one of the pools is magic though.
Understood.
And then from your from detect magic, it's all enchantment. Every single one of these is bathed in enchantment magic.
I'll let everyone know that, especially CO and Erasmus.
Yep.
So, entering the next room, should we expect a fight? Should
I'm
we?
gonna use the restroom before this kicks off.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
because
Yeah,
that's CO's
somebody this is
question.
a
Is how
good
to
time to take out
strategize.
vibe break. Yeah. Sorry, Omar. This is just par for the course, so you'll have to keep holding on. I had a bad feeling it might take a while to get to you, but
Oh, just a heads up, I used Arcane Recovery during that short rest.
Cool.
I regained 1 4th level.
That was a
You took-
short
you
rest
took
or a long rest?
Took a
Yeah, it
long
was
rest.
a long rest.
Was it a long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had 4
Oh.
watches.
Yeah, it's a long rest. Yeah.
Ooh, even better.
I was about to say, sure to heck hope so, because Sia would be going in under half, so...
That means portents.
Portents.
Important.
It also means I get my force field back.
Oh
So-
my god, look at that. Amanda, did you see that?
Holy shit, Tyler.
Holy
natural
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Her.
Nice. Yeah,
God.
that'll
That's how
definitely
you
come in handy.
divination. That's how you divination.
The funny thing is, I think that's 1 out of 250, maybe? Maybe more
It's
than
a
that, actually.
2.5% chance. No, actually, it's
No, because he has to
one.
roll
It's
2
1/20th
successive
of
things.
5%, so it's a
Exactly.
0.5% chance.
Yeah.
No, it's a 0.25% chance.
See, I don't
Yeah,
like
I
math
think
like
that's-
that, but
I
he's
think
lucky.
that's probably right. I think it's probably 0.25%.
0.25%.
Yeah, because consecutive rolls are what makes it.
Yeah,
super
1/20th
rare.
of 1/20th out of 5%. Yeah, that's fucking insane.
Oh man, I gotta use them well now.
Yeah, I might. Who can hit the hardest with one go? Obviously the answer is use it on Pyramid and Sneak Attack.
Ooh,
Bad.
goody.
Like that's or we don't have a Paladin. Fuck, it'd be so good to use that on a Smite.
Yeah, Paladin crits are great.
Yeah, Pyravin, both of those just need to go to Pyravin Sneak Attacks. We give him every fucking damage buff we can, and we just let him go to town. With 2 of the heaviest hits we can muster.
Oh, I'm happy that I'm set.
Well, I was going to use this on me, but maybe I should enlarge Pyravin.
We gonna find out what happens.
Who does not
Alright.
have who doesn't have a magic weapon?
Tis bi.
Also I. But I don't need one. I stay in the back.
This is super weird. I don't know what it is though. Someone's mic is on, but I don't see it as what the hell?
I also am getting like background static, right?
Yeah,
but there's
Yeah.
no hot mic though.
yeah. I know it sounded like what Omar's feedback was. But when
Right,
I
but
left
it's
and came
not.
back, it was fine.
Even though he's muted, if I turn him up, the static gets louder.
What? Yeah, that's weird. Hold
Yeah,
on.
that's why I bounced earlier,
Let
and
me,
that seemed to fix it.
All right, Pyr. I'm gonna cast Radiant Weapon. I can only do it on one weapon. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah,
short sword. That would be awesome.
Yep. No, mute yourself real quick. If there's a bug in Discord. Yeah. What the fuck?
If you leave the call and rejoin, the static goes away.
Yep, it's gone now for me.
Yeah, it's gone. It's he had to leave and rejoin. That's super weird. Yep. Okay. All right. Okay. Is everybody ready?
I'm ready.
1 second.
Okay.
Okay, Shane, I put what it does in general chat too. Your weapon is a magical +1 short sword now. It also has some magical charges.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah. Yeah, I would use those port and rolls on him with that. And I don't know. Uh, Obviously, something in that next room destroyed Bimmy, so we would all know there's something in there that does a shit ton of damage really quickly. So I think it would be prudent to, in character, discuss a strategy before we go into this.
Okay.
Anyone?
We know there's multiple creatures within there, magical capabilities, pretty strong. Speak Abyssal.
Yeah.
Can we tell how many if we just listen to the door for a moment?
Try. Yeah, you can go right up to the door and do a perception check.
Tia
So-
will try, but it's not going to get her very far.
If they can cast spells, silence might be a good idea.
Pan, is that something you know how to do? Because that
Do you
escapes.
have you already forgotten the fact that I cast it in the middle of a fight like 10 seconds ago and negated 60 thunder damage from Erasmus?
Yeah, part of me couldn't remember if that was you or Miracle, so I wanted to ask.
That was me.
her, and Miracle pointed it out.
Oh, that's what it was.
I mean,
remember more of
it helped and it also hindered.
So, if no one else is going to propose anything or has any idea, here's my sort of plan.
I had suggested.
Yes, the silence is a great idea, and the silence is what I was also going to propose. My idea is that I will cast Enlarge on myself, and that will allow me to take up the width of the door. If we open this and immediately get into trouble, I have the highest AC and can have the biggest armor and can soak up all the damage, at least for a round. I'm fairly certain I can. Even what hits me, most things won't hit me. We will just focus down one thing at a time, moving from most dangerous to least dangerous. The important thing is going to be keeping Pier and Mac not the targets while keeping myself the main target. So if there's anything that someone can levy on me to buff saves, that would be appreciated. And if there's anything that people can levy to buff damage on their part, that would be good. I think if there's as many people in this room as I think there are, and if the spells are what I think they were throwing around, silence will be good. Any AoE, if we can group them together, crowd control. But my kind of primary objective is just to soak up as much as possible so that the squishier and more high damage dealing people can focus on do their job. So yeah, I'm gonna cast I'll cast Enlarge on myself whenever, if everyone's found. I just want to hear opinions or thoughts.
Yeah, that's good. I have defensive duelist and uncanny dodge, so my uncanny dodge allows me to, have damage against me, and defensive duelist I can increase my AC from wielding finesse weapons. So I'm gonna be right up there with you.
Sounds good. And if for some reason we need to retreat, shit, I probably should have prepared Arcane Lock in that case. I just didn't think about it. If in some case we need to retreat, I will be the last one out, and yeah, that if anyone has enhance ability, by the way, and doesn't mind burning it, a con on me would be outstanding, so that I can keep Enlarge up as long as possible.
I do not.
Okay, that's fine.
Nor do I.
That's fine. I guess. All right.
Real quick, I do just want to say, Chris, is it okay if I say that I'm gonna summon an item? It's gonna be a medium item. I just want to summon a item. I don't have one in mind. I'm just gonna go through the look of items I can just summon real quick. But I just want to say I am summoning something.
Okay, that's probably fine. Yeah.
Bimmy is back up.
I was thinking of maybe just being right behind you, Erasmus, and just touching you. So if you go down, I can just be touching you for spare the dying.
Yeah, that will be fine. Oh, hold on a second. He digs in his pack. He pulls out a greater healing potion. This is
Okay.
my last one.
Keep it.
Okay.
I would rather this go to someone that's got less health. If the plan goes right, I won't get hit much, and even if the plan goes wrong, it's harder for me to get hit than for everyone else. So I think this should probably go to either Umbra or Pin, because
What is it?
oh, he was offering a greater. He's trying to figure out who he should give this greater healing potion to.
I think it should go to you.
To me?
Yes.
Co has Misty Step, so she can get out of pretty much any situation.
And I have Expedious Retreat.
I also have Misty Step and Dimension Door.
I have Dimension Door, but not Misty Step.
Okay,
Well, I
then
think it should go to either one of you because you could get to just about anyone
yeah,
at that
and
point, even if you didn't need it.
maybe Pan. She's a little bit. She has she can miss she can get to someone and then heal them and Dimension Door out as like kind of our emergency ambulance. Our my emergency plan is when everyone's out, if Mia's the last one out, can't get out, I'm just gonna smash these two flame elemental cores together and see what happens.
Well, maybe try and get out first.
Well, yeah, but that if we're in a broken arrow situation, that's my that's my kind of last hurrah.
Well, don't go sacrificing yourself too quickly.
Yeah. Also, Chris, I got a soft 20 on perception trying to figure out how many people are in that next room.
Okay. So you hear 3 female voices.
Mm-hmm.
You hear 2 monstrous voices speaking a language you don't understand. And then you do hear various other voices that you cannot pick out.
Various, could I estimate how many that is or
They are
no?
monstrous, more than 2, less than 5.
Okay, so Sia will relay 3 women, 2 monstrous, an additional 2 to 3 monstrous voices. Take a lucky stab at who the most dangerous would be.
So I will cast whenever I cast enlarge on myself, everyone. I think it would be prudent to, when I open the door, I will point someone out, and then
You do randomly hear help, by the way.
yes,
Randomly.
Oh,
when I point someone out, anything you have that hits from a range, just throw it at them. I know you'd have to be trusting me to call out a correct target, but I think if we just blitz this and take it by the element of surprise, we're gonna have a better chance.
well, what do we do about whoever's in there yelling help? Because that's a little different.
I'm pretty good at walking into a situation and analyzing it pretty quickly. So let's go. If there's someone in there we can save, let's go do it.
Okay, then I'll head to them first. I'm better at holding people off so I can drag them out.
Yeah, make sure you cast that shadow spawn thing.
That will be the first thing I do.
And I'm gonna put Bimmy onto. I'm gonna put Bimmy onto Umbra, on Umbra's shoulder.
No, thank you.
So that if need be, he can assist you in doing some basic tasks, and it can also fire from your shoulder for just additional. If anyone charges you, it might that a little bit of damage might be enough. We never know.
Yes, a little bit. It does help.
And that's all I got. So good luck.
Okay.
Hopefully we can make it out of this.
Oh boy. Fingers crossed, right?
Okay. So tell me what you guys want to do.
I'm going to go next to the door.
Right. And then once you're there, everything's going to happen in real time. So everything where you guys are, your characters, where your actual things are, those are where they are. So
I'm gonna be right behind him, touching him.
Yep.
I'm going to cast enlarge on myself.
Okay.
Actually,
I'm going to activate my Ring of Spell Storing to get that second level spell slot back.
Yep.
Did we
And-
check to see if the door is locked?
It wasn't locked when I cast Arcane. It would be unlocked because I uncast Arcane Locked on it.
So Erastus, then when you cast Arcane Lock, I thought you pointed to this one here.
No, the other door. Because
wanted to point to this one?
He cast the tiny hut over. He cast the tiny hut near the other door, so I Arcane Locked this door because I remember I jumped over the little creek thing.
then we
Alright.
shouldn't have seen that little.
Well, it wouldn't matter. I just the thing is that it changes the dynamic inside. That's fine.
I
It-
also, I
Yeah.
also activate the comprehend language helmet so I can understand kind of what they're saying in there.
Okay. If you go ahead and activate the comprehend language and then do your perception check at the door for the abyssal and whatever else is going on in there.
I'll scoot to the side so she can kind of like sneak up next to me.
Well, I'm right behind you. It's okay.
Okay.
Whatever. Oops. 1 second.
I speak Abyssal, so I can definitely help out whoever needs help.
Or yeah, you can do that too.
Perception. I've been rolling so well. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's much better. That's an dirty 20.
Okay. You hear the two larger, deeper voiced creatures are taunting the person that's speaking in common. They're saying things like, "Oh, you want to try to get out? You want to try to save yourself?" They're laughing at him. But again, this is all in abyssal. He can't understand them. So presumably, at least. It doesn't sound like he's responding to them, and they're taunting him back and forth and going through it.
I think we're heading into a locker room.
Yeah. So, whatever you guys got for a held action, just get it ready, and I'll open the doors and what I point to, just destroy it. Ready?
Yep.
I think everyone will have to state what their action
Yeah,
they're holding.
you have to tell me what the hold action is before he
Yes.
opens the door.
Eldritch Blast.
I can hold Vicious Mockery, right?
Think so.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, you
So-
can. You can.
I'm holding not Toll the Dead. I'm holding Mind Sliver on the one CO Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
I will, the one that CO Eldritch Blast, which is the one I'm going to designate, I will be holding Magic Missile, and which Magic Missile will be the designation, because it's an instant hit. You guys will all see Magic Missile go off. I'll be Magic Missiling someone, and Bimmy will be holding his Force Cannon.
So aim what you are targeting with Magic
Yes.
Missile. Okay.
Aim at the Magic Missile.
Heard.
Peervin will take out his magic sword and summon one of his spectral blades.
So you're going to throw the Spectral Blade?
Potentially.
Okay. Yeah, I think we might all have to do range once the doors throw open. I doubt they're going to be right next to us. What do you got, Hannon? Or what do you got, Gretna?
Spare the dying.
Spare the dying?
That's what I said from the very beginning. I'm touching you just in case something happens. I've got spare the dying right on you.
Okay, that's fine.
right.
What about Mac?
Okay.
I don't think Mac has any more ranged weapons. He used them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Before we go any more, I'm going to change my hand. I'm going to just summon both my spectral blades, just to clarify.
Okay, cool. All right.
I will give my light crossbow and 5 bolts to Mac.
I'm sorry. Mind Sliver was not the range I thought. I am going to follow up with a Phantasmal Force.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
All
Like
right.
you have my light crossbow, so you have a ranged option if you want to use it.
Okay. All right. So you, go ahead. All right. So Erastus, as soon as you open the door, I'll give you the scene, and then we can go from there.
Go and open those doors. I'll give a countdown to everyone. Like 3, 2.
Chris, I'm also not going to cast a spell on something that's an undead or a construct. If Erastus does target one, I'm going to just go to the next closest one that isn't an undead or construct, if I can tell.
All right.
I throw open the doors then.
Okay, this is what you see immediately. In this area here, I don't know why it's not on this art wise, but there is an elaborate structure that actually has a throne, 3 different thrones in this right above this spawning pool of 3 different women. They look like this. Uh here. They do not look surprised. Hold on. There is in the corner right next to go ahead, Omar, and describe your character real quick to the group.
Brown skin, long curly black hair with like a little what's the villain Jafar from Aladdin, like that little peak that with that beard he got, or whatever you'd call it. Purple eyes. Let me see if I got a photo.
Good choice of eyes.
Biased.
Man, it would really suck if Arasta just pointed at Omar at
Just
Neville.
lights him up.
This is all going on at the same time, so that's why it's important. But go,
Who's
yeah,
it?
it's all right.
Finn.
So it's just the 3 women in here, Chris?
No, sorry. So are you finished with your character?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, awesome. Okay. No. So on top of that, there are, and I'm getting you the picture right now. 2 other large creatures that are standing right next to him, which I'll get you in a second. There's that small creature that you saw previously here. So let me give you guys some markers. So these
That'd
are
be
the 3 women. They are sitting on an elaborate throne. They are not in the water. The throne is built overneath these things. Then you have the large creatures, which are here. They're 8 feet tall. They only take up 1 square, by the way. They're still in 1 square, but they're right here taunting him. Then you have 3 other creatures. Here. It looks like they're Erasmus, when you come in, you notice they're doing something at the pools themselves. And then I'll get you guys what they actually look like so you can see them firsthand. They're all the same size, by the way.
And assuming we keep our formation when everyone enters into the room behind me, we're gonna have about 80 feet until the nearest one.
All right, here's the larger 8 foot tall creatures are these here.
The ones in the corner, right?
The ones by the character that was just described, yeah. They are these.
We're like
They-
SEAL Team 2.
They so keep in mind that they are upright and they are communicating, but it's 2 of these. Ignore the picture over there. That's a little bit of a spoiler, but they're upright and communicating to the creature there. So they're not like
I know what those
bestial
are.
and that, yeah. So, and then the other ones look like this.
As seen in Baldur's Gate 3. You need some like epic background music.
This thing is fucking killing me. Wow. Holy shit. All right. Let's do this. All right. So these are the other 3 creatures for you guys. It should post in 1 second. So again, these actually have spell books attached to them.
Uh-oh.
All of them. So
Oh.
keep that in mind as well. But this is what they look like.
Chris, stop playing
So-
favorites with the groups.
You think-
What is
Playing favorites with the groups. All right.
They actually have spell books.
Yeah. All right.
Is that what they call that nowadays?
That's
Yep.
these. They're doing something within the book. So the women immediately when you open the door, Erastus, all greet you and say, "Hello, we're expecting you. Hi." You can still do whatever you want.
The magic missile, the one with the spell book.
Okay. Roll for
Oh.
initiative. Everyone roll for initiative then.
We could have talked. Maybe.
Nope.
No.
Also roll
Fuck
for
yeah.
initiative. Omar, your character needs to roll for initiative too, just in case you can actually escape this.
That's fine. How do you guys roll in this?
There's actually right now you can just roll dice if you have to. We have Avray up, so if you've ever used Avray, you can just use Avray to roll for
Never
initiative,
used
Or
Avray,
y-
used like
or just use.
bot, whatever.
You can also just use D&D Beyond to roll, and then just tell us this time, and someone can help you. It's super easy to get the thing in. Your rolls can actually go right to Discord. So everyone can see
Exclamation
what
point
they're
roll and then what you're trying to do. Just
Yeah.
like exclamation point roll and then space init for initiative.
Yep.
Also, Chris, won't we get our held actions?
You're going to get your held actions. That's what you're doing. We're rolling for initiative for another reason. I just want to get the initiative order up. But you're going to get your
So-
held actions.
It would actually be check initiative. So you could do exclamation C and then init.
Yeah, you were right. I was correcting myself as you were saying it.
There you go.
The wrong character.
Do exclamation CHAR and then space and then the name of the character you're switching to.
I was so excited for a second. I was like, he didn't say it was a tiefling.
These are not tieflings. Oh, you mean the
Tiefling,
character?
Oh yeah,
gotcha,
his spare character's
he-
tiefling, and I was
yeah.
like,
Yeah, that's my first ever one. He was a tiefling warlock.
classic.
Yep,
Man, does anyone play those?
Leviosa.
Yeah, there we go.
Scrubs.
Interesting. Could have said it
Sure,
changed it to A-Train.
That's weird.
Okay. For the
Yep.
assistant?
Wait.
Did that again.
Change it.
Did you input it into the bot?
Strange.
Yeah, he's doing exclamation char Nevian.
No, but did you do exclamation point beyond and then the character link?
Oh, did you have to upload the character to
Oh.
Avray?
It's fine. For now, you can just roll it on your character sheet if you have to. It's not a big deal. And who got so anyone get higher than a 23?
No.
No.
All
Ooh,
right.
who got a
Anyone get
23?
higher than an 18?
I got an 18.
Okay. All right. So Umbra, you can go, and then. All
And then
right.
Erastus also got an 18, but he rolled 17 plus 1.
I know that's still it actually still goes by Dex modifier highest, or you guys can decide who if you
I
wanna
don't
go
know what his
first or-
dex is, TBH.
Well, it doesn't. What's your Dex, Umbra? It's probably
It
0,
is
right? You have a 0 modifier.
+2.
I
Oh, it
did
is plus
point
2.
at the one with the spell book before I cast the magic missile.
Gage, what's your dex, though?
1.
Umbra
Okay.
first.
Yep.
I mean,
Alright.
the trigger for their action would have been whoever I cast magic missile on, right? So
Well,
Yeah, it's
we're
just gonna
still doing
depend if
it.
they have like line of sight and all that stuff, because they're where they're at and everything. We'll get to that in a second.
it
This
went
is
in
all
behind me.
happening.
We kept the formation.
Yep.
The three ghost skeletons are the three ladies, and then the three things in the corner, or the three things in the corner of the
And
ladies.
which and specifically, which one did you target, Erasmus? Which one? The ghost things are the things with the spellbooks on them.
I don't know how I can make it a highlight, but
You can just do the
one in the middle.
this one, this
Nope,
one,
that
or
one,
this
second one, second one.
Okay, that's fine.
So should I just go ahead and roll, or Umbra's going before me?
Yes.
All right.
All right. I only have one that's in line of sight of me, which is the farthest one south, the little ghost skeleton.
And
Okay,
sorry, I
good.
didn't get to all the initiatives. So it's Umbra, Erasmus, and then who was next?
Pan got a 17.
Yeah.
And then who else?
And then CO, but my dex is lower than Pan.
That's fine.
Tyler,
And
you're
then
55
what'd you get? What'd you get, Omar?
16.
What was
Okay,
that?
Pyravin.
What'd you get, Pyramid?
16. My dex modifier's 3.
Okay, so Pyramid goes first, I assume, and then your character's name, Omar?
Nevian.
Nevian, that's right. Okay.
I rolled an 18.
Okay. Yep. You're BF of that. All right. So, am I missing
I
anybody?
rolled an 8.
Oh,
Mac
Gretna.
and then Gretna.
Mac
got
and
14.
Gretna. Awesome. Mac, right, and then Gretna. Okay. All right. All right. So, all right.
This is gonna be the rest of the session.
Yep.
Okay.
It's going to be longer than the rest of the
Are you
session.
starting the combat timer, Chris?
Yeah. Hold on one second.
Oh.
Gage, what did you say before you were cut off?
You're 155 feet away.
I'm 155 feet away from this small guy at the bottom.
Yeah, there's a ruler on. It's the third one from the bottom that you can see how far away your character is. I didn't realize you were the spell book, and that's how far back you were.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be prohibitive for pretty much any attack.
I just wanted to make sure I was out of big spell blast radius.
No, it's okay. So, Pyravin's 95, actually almost 100 feet. CO's like 90 feet. Erasmus is 85 feet from that target. Pan, you're 125 feet. But anyway, okay. So, we'll go ahead and go through initiative order on the action first. So, Umbra, everything out of range?
I'm going to move up to this pocket.
Yep. Well, you can only do your held action though. You can only actually do this is all happening in a split second.
I don't have a turn because
this is the held actions first. You're gonna get a whole turn.
Oh, okay.
The Phantasmal
I didn't
Force
quite understand that either.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's what I was saying. You're holding it back from 155 feet away.
It's fine. So it's.
Well, I didn't know where anyone was in the room.
That's how it would be in real life too. So no worries. That's exactly right. So, Umbra. So Erasmus, what are you doing?
Missiling the one I indicated.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Roll your damage. Oh wait, what am I saying? Is it magic missile auto?
Yes. 1d4 plus something per level?
Oh no, he does have to roll. I'm right. Yep.
No, magic missile
For some reason,
is.
It's auto hit.
only
It's
rolled,
auto hit, but it's
yeah,
auto
for some
hit,
reason, I
but
only rolled one, so I'm just gonna roll the other d4s because I don't want to have to keep going to cast magic missile.
Okay. All right. You notice they're kind of
damn near max. That is 14 points of force damage, and that is my held action.
Okay. You notice he definitely takes the damage, but also kind of shrugs it off as well. It looks at you. All right. So the next one is Pan.
I thought there were
Anything?
two people who had 18. Did Umbra already go? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, Umbra already went. Umbra already went. He's out of range. This is just one held action, all happening at once.
Okay.
This is not your turn.
I mean, I was holding Vicious Mockery, but I'm too far away.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. CO, is anything in range? Look at it.
Happens
I'm
to
using
be on the far corner from us.
yeah, I'm using Eldritch Blast, but the issue is I don't know what's in my line of sight with
I'll show you.
Erastus standing there.
No, you can actually see beyond. The way that it works mechanically is technically on a range you're actually supposed to have disadvantage if Erastus is enlarged. So you just roll. If it's a ranged spell, you just roll that with disadvantage.
Oh no.
If he was
Okay.
normal size, you just shoot it over him, but he's enlarged.
Right. Well, the issue is I don't know what enemy I can see because I'm kind of around the
You
bend.
Yeah, you can see. Way he's opened the door and gone through it. This is why you're disadvantaged. You can still see the one that he hit, but you can also see this one up here. So you can see these two. You can see the three women barely, and you can also see this, but you cannot see this guy here.
Okay.
Yep.
And I can't see the one that he targeted. So if
You
that's
can kind of. Yeah, they're all at disadvantage if you want to cast because he's
uh
big.
yeah, I mean if it's all gonna be at disadvantage, I'll try and slam the one that Erastus indicated.
Yep, go for it. Just roll at
All
disadvantage.
right. And that is oh fuck, that's a 27, but that's not at disadvantage.
Yep.
18 to hit.
18 does hit still.
Okay, so 18 hits, and that will be 11 damage.
Awesome. All right, Pyramid, it's your turn.
I'm unfortunately out of range.
Okay, Nevian, you can make a strength or athletics check to try to get out of the chains. Or if you want to try to be creative, you can tell me something and I'll just let you know if it's even possible. But it's your turn. Or you can call out to the group, whatever you want.
Freedom of movement. Freedom of movement. Will that work?
You can definitely try to do freedom of movement.
Okay.
So hold on one second. Hold on one second. I just need to just double check something. I want to make sure that I roll this correctly. Okay. Yeah, no, you can do freedom movement. Go ahead and try to cast it.
Yep. Try to cast it.
Awesome. So, it looks so you see a semantic opponent come out from one of the women. It does not work, and you are out of your bonds. You're out of your bonds.
Sweet.
Yep. So you have movement now. Now, granted, if you want to move out of these squares, you might provoke. Just keep that in mind if they attack you, if that's true.
I'm chilling.
Okay,
I'm just
cool.
chilling.
But you are out of your restraints. All right. As a free action, you can say one sentence if you want to. You don't have to though. All right. So, Mac, it's your turn.
I'll try to. I had the crossbow
Hello,
ready, so I'll
rescuers.
crossbow the.
Sorry, what was that, Nevian?
Said hello, rescuers.
Oh, okay. I think there's a slight delay, but that's all right. So, Mac, what were you saying? You're ready. You wanted to ready your crossbow?
That's what I had prepared.
Okay. Do you have the? You probably are in range with a crossbow. It's you would be 100. You're 110 feet though.
I'll fire at disadvantage.
All right, go for it. Oh, by the way, it would have been, oh God, it would have been disadvantaged anyway. So if you roll a 1, you're hitting Erastus. He's fucking enlarged right now in front of you. So just as an FYI.
I'll take those odds.
Yep.
Are you attacking with a light hammer?
No, it needs to be a crossbow. Yeah. I don't know what Mac just did.
Type in light crossbow.
Did type in light crossbow.
Yeah, that's weird. That is
Says
weird.
in
What did you
the-
roll though? What did you roll, Mac? Anyway. Yeah, it's saying light hammer, which is fine.
Did you?
It says
did you add
multiple
it to the
matches
inventory?
found. Which one were you looking for? Type the number or C to cancel. One light hammer, and then there's like other things. But
He might not have actually added it to his inventory, and he also typed in light crossbow.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's in my inventory.
That's fine. Well, what did you roll though, so I know if it hit or not?
It looks like my worst one was on the. What did I roll?
3 plus his
Three?
dex mod of
4. I rolled a 4.
Yeah, that's fine. So it bounces off the wall. Doesn't even get close to the thing because the rest is in the way. All right. Gretna. You're
Unfortunately, there was no instant death in this room, so
Right.
my spare the dying is not
Cool.
useful.
all right. Now we're in initiative order. All right. So as
Anyone hit-
free actions.
Did we hit anything with our blitz?
Nope.
You you
God.
did. You did.
Yes.
You did.
Thing that
You
can't
totally
miss.
did. So
Eldritch Blast worked.
yeah, and you hit
Oh,
multiple things. So
let's go.
anyway, the hags as a free action scream out and say, "There's no need for this to get messy." One of the hags does actually cast a spell at you, however. Hold on one second.
We're all so far away.
Yes, I did not.
Uh,
I would have said something if I realized that's where you were.
Oops.
It's all
Live
good.
and learn.
No, it's all good. This is how these things happen in real life, so it's all good. I need to check something though.
We're starting to fight.
Real life.
And
Yes,
Umbra's
in
down the
real
hallway.
life, this is
Real
where
life.
we
When you
stand.
fight hags, exactly. In real life, when you fight hags, this is how it happens. So.
No,
If I was
In real life, when I walk into a room, women scream at me.
Speaking
That
of,
is what
Family
happens.
reunion right here.
look, dude, in the military, if you
Mom?
stack up next to a door and you got someone down the hallway,
Yep.
you don't go in the door.
to be fair, if I'm fighting hags, I'm gonna be down the hallway.
Well,
One does
let's
cast
hope that
cast
doesn't
a spell. One does cast a spell, you guys, and you actually see what looks like a prismatic wall basically go through
We
here. It's
fucked
this
this whole
square.
thing up.
Oh
It's this
shit!
square. Let me show you though.
We
It's
can't-
basically this square here,
We can't see what you're.
and yeah, I'm gonna put them on the thing. So it's this square here to this square here, and it goes
What-
beyond. So it's just a wall that basically goes between here. But that's fine. So as now, Umbra, it is your turn. That's the end of their turn. It's your
Oh,
turn.
we have fucked up. I'm gonna move up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to right there. So that means that I am. Right, so there. So there is 110 feet.
Yep.
And so I should have a spell. I am. Oh gosh, sorry guys.
Right. Yep. Everyone else, while he's ready, just because this is a complicated combat, just make sure that you're thinking about what you're gonna do for this turn too. I'm guilty of this as well, guys, but just make sure that you're gonna thinking about what you're gonna do for the next turn. And you're next up, Erasus. It's Erasus, then it's more of my people than Pan. So
Chris, if you put the
Oh my
initiative
gosh, I got
in
nothing.
chat, we can reference it a little bit easier, and we can keep ourselves on deck and who's in the box.
that's a good idea. Hold on.
I am with. Let's see. I'm going right here. I'm going
well,
to.
the only thing that sucks though is that it tells you what the things are though. So hold on, let me think.
Just
you-
put in like
you
enemy
tell me.
1, enemy 2.
I
Yeah.
am. I just have
Spellbook
to
1,
redo
Spellbook
it.
2,
So.
Spellbook 3, Ugly Fuck
Yeah.
1, Ugly Fuck 2.
Told you stop calling me that, Gage.
Yeah. Can someone type it in Discord real quick so I don't have to modify it in the
Yeah, I
tool?
got you.
So Spellbook 1, Umbra, Erasus, Spellbook 2, Pan, Seo, Piravin, Nevian, Mac, Gretna, Spellbook 3.
Once more, but slower.
Sorry. Spellbook 1, Umbra, Erasus, Spellbook 2, Pan, Seo, Purivan,
What's that
Nevian,
happening?
Mac, Gretna, Spellbook 3.
I need dex saves from the bottom 2 spellbooks.
Okay.
All right, it's up.
Alright.
Wait,
Alright.
what about the hags?
That's Spellbook 1.
Eh,
Spellbook 1.
Oh
Okay,
wait,
heard. Gotcha.
demons. I thought spellbooks were the men with one big arm. The bottom 2 guys, under the pool.
We're also
That's
missing
fine.
the bipedal beasts in initiative.
The bipedal Niece are Spellbook 3. They have to go
Okay,
last
so
now.
you're doing
so
a
they
big
all go as a group?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
correct.
fine.
I'm doing all creatures on initiative. So Spellbook 3 are let me be very clear. Spellbook 3, Spellbook 2, Spellbook 1. Yeah, we're
Gotcha.
doing it the
All
easy
right,
way.
cool.
Yep.
That works.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
So this guy and this guy just need to make me dex saves DC 16.
Cool. Done. Okay. Pass and fail.
Fail
So-
takes 31, pass takes 15.
Awesome. Okay.
Fire damage. As you see me snap outwards, and I summon a small orb of fire that I throw out, and it explodes in between them.
All right,
Nice.
cool. Awesome. Very cool.
That's
Nice.
me.
Very nice.
All right, so me. Are you done, Tyler?
Yep, that's
Alright,
me.
sorry. Okay,
right.
awesome. Okay.
Chris, does their spell books have any what they're holding? Does that have any metal on it?
So the class themselves have some metal inside of them. The spell books though do not actually have like the ends are not made of metal. They're made of some kind of ceramic. But the class that's surrounding it does have metal in it. But heat metal is not going to be super effective against
Yeah,
these
I was
guys.
just asking in case
Yeah.
they were made out of metal.
Yeah.
So the same bottom 2 that he targeted, I need them to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
DC 15.
Great. All right. Thanks. And they do. Let's. Oh. Okay. So first one
This is at a second
passes.
level, by the way.
Second one fails. So first one got nat 20. Second one fails with a 3. So one of them passes.
Phil takes 14 thunder damage as I cast
Awesome.
Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Success takes 7 thunder damage. And I think there's a additional effect.
Okay.
I think they get pushed away from
They
you.
are pushed 10 feet away, so into the wall. I don't know if that will count as extra damage. I've seen it ruled one way or another.
No, in this case it doesn't. They might be stunned, but you said 10 feet away though. It is going to go into the pool, if that's true. You're doing it. Do you get to? Does it say if you get to change the direction, or does it just say away?
It's 10 feet away from the point, which I centered on the
All right.
wall midway between them. So the bottom
That's
one would
fine.
go in the pool, but the bottom
No,
one
no,
would go in
no.
the pool, and the top one would go.
Well,
in the
the bottom one was here though, right? So it would
I
just
would-
go.
Did he centered it on the Tyler centered it on the bottom 2, correct?
Yeah, in between them, so it caught the 2.
Yeah, so I centered
Hang on,
mine
yeah, so it
on
would
the.
go away, right? Yep. Go ahead.
Can you see where I'm using the highlighter, Chris?
For some reason, no. Do it again. Oh yeah. Okay. Now I can. Yep.
That's where I centered it. So it'd catch.
Oh, okay. That's fine. No, that's fine.
So he would go this way, and then this one would go kind of like that way because I centered it on this point right here.
Yeah, it would just go this way though. It wouldn't go in the pool, but this one definitely would go in the pool. So, but that's fine. So it would just go outward. I think it's away. It doesn't say away from spell point or away from you. I'll look at that later. It doesn't matter.
Away from spell point, which
Okay. Yep. So, all right. So, but yeah, you wouldn't be able to say like it went over here. It would just go this way. But this one definitely does go in the pool. So, this one is still in then. All right. So,
there's one more thing. Bimmy's gonna
yeah.
take a shot at the one that's still standing.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. It's a 10. With
Yeah,
my
it doesn't.
30 feet of movement, I'm just gonna move into the room, and that'll be my turn. We have another spell book up.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Thanks. All right. So,
After this,
right.
he goes on deck.
Yep. Thank you. All right. So, all three of them are going to try to cast spells right now. At you, Erastus, since you're the biggest thing that it can see, and also the thing that's really pissed it off now, especially if one is in the thing. So hold on 1 second. So
Just checking. They
first,
go before Pan.
Yeah.
they do.
All
Okay.
three of those big, like
Yep, they do. Yep.
armed
Sorry, no, I was
monsters
just
go.
checking. Just making sure.
No worries. Yep. All right. So all right. So do me a favor, Erastus, and oh wow. Okay, that's what I thought. Do me a favor and do a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
And you're going to have to do it. It's actually many. It's not just Erastus too. It's a good thing you're there.
From where I
Gargamel.
moved, there's no way they can see anyone else besides me.
They don't have to. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. This is a chain spell. You'll see.
Oh great.
Um,
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eight.
You'll see it right when it happens. Yeah, you
Yep.
fail. So all three of them are casting lightning bolt, which is going to
Yeah.
really fucking suck. But at the same time, there's more that happens. So first and foremost, let's do the first one, and then let's just resolve Erasmus first, because this will
Do I roll
probably be
multiple saves per lightning bolt?
you do have to, but let's just do the first one. You'll see how much this sucks in a second.
Natural
this
20 on the
is
second one.
okay. That's good. But hold on 1 second.
Does the door close when he walks in?
No. Um.
Yeah, just
Hold
leave me in
on.
here.
All right,
It
let's go
doesn't
home.
anyway though, but it doesn't. You'll see. This is going to suck.
Arcane
Erastus.
lock, can we leave him in there?
Can we run away? I have haste. Or not
okay.
haste, I have expeditious retreat.
Let me just make sure that's right. Is it 8d6?
You'll have to fight Demi if you leave Erastus in there.
Yeah. So the first one you take full damage, which is 27. Let's just do you first though. 27.
close.
The second one you save. And then the third one, what did you get?
9.
All right, so you take half damage on the second one, I believe. But let me just make sure that's right. It's been a
But you
while
have
since I've
10
definitely.
temporary hit points.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
probably
you do.
going to survive
So
this.
the second one you take half. So hold on 1 second, and then it goes to other people. But hold on 1 second. So, so 27, and then you also take 12, and then you take 34. So
Fucking hell.
27, 12, and 34. 39. Yeah, like I said, this is going to suck. It doesn't stop there.
Oh my god, Chris.
However, are you alive? Because that's going to
Oh, yeah.
determine. Okay, cool. All right. So hold on 1 second. Then we're going to go through and do the next one. All right. So as the second arc strikes out, by the way, a command goes off. However, actually, 1, 2. Wait. You guys might get lucky. Actually, hold on. That is
Oh.
where you were, right, Erastus? That you were there.
Yep.
When. Okay. All right. This might not be so bad. Hold on 1 second.
Mhm.
No,
I'm
it
backup
actually
checker.
can only. So right now it can only hit Erastus. I thought you were still
Yay!
at the door. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Okay.
Thank God.
Now that's not the end. So hold on 1 second. So after all three of them cast that, a creature that small creature that you guys saw previously becomes visible here. It also goes on their initiative order. This is the small creature that you saw within the pools, and it literally starts to run here. It jumps over the stream, runs, and then dashes over here as well. All right. Now we're gonna go to I think it's your turn, Pan.
And Dencio is on deck.
Yep.
Pierce the box.
All right, Pan, your turn.
Yeah. Where's the ruler tool? It's the fucking right.
It's right on the side there. Right. It looks like a compass, or like a triangle compass. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to cast silence.
Okay.
In between the two creatures that just cast. Actually, hang on. I'm gonna put it like right here.
Yep.
It's a 20-foot sphere, so it's decently big.
Okay.
And then I'm going to. That'll be my turn. That will be my whole turn. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Perfectly timed right after they cast their spells. I know. Thank you.
That's fine. I'm sorry. God, it didn't show up. We need an aura thing. Did you cast silence? You said, and where was it exactly? So I see it again. Right here.
Yeah, I'm not putting it right in the middle of where they are. I'm putting it more in the middle of where they would be if they started moving closer to us.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Right. Okay, and it's 60 feet is silence or something?
It's
What is
20 feet.
20 feet. Okay, awesome.
Chris,
Okay.
Can you, Chris?
Yeah.
Can you see like when we do the rulers? Can you see
No,
that?
no, I can't.
They're
They're
in the
personal to
sphere
you.
right now. It's just that it's not like they're not in the middle of it, but they're in it.
Yeah. No, I think I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, this thing is free, guys. That's why it's not the best. It's yeah, that works. Yep.
Beautiful.
All right. So we'll go next initiative order.
Fuck. I don't want to burn the spell
Sue.
slot, but I also don't know. Fuck.
This is not the time to save stuff.
Well, not for Erasmus.
Is the force field blocking the three women? Does it go to the floor?
It goes floor to ceiling.
barrier?
Yep. It does go floor to ceiling. Yep.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I am going
Everyone
to.
heard what happened and went through it. So yeah, do whatever you want though. Yep.
All right. I'm not running that risk. I'm going to summon Shadow Spawn in the form of despair.
Yep.
And I will need to move up to actually cast it. So 5. Oop, nope. Got to move her. So I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 and get some cover. And then I'm going to put him, trying to measure it. I'm going to try and put him in silence. Yeah, I can fit him in that pool right in between those two spellbook boys.
Okay.
And I don't believe he can take an action once I summon him. Okay, it doesn't say. It takes one action to cast him, but then it doesn't require an action for me to command him to do something. So do I wait till next round to get him to do something, or cast him, he does it?
No, you cast him and he does it. That's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Then,
actually, wait. I'm wrong. Nope. You have to. It's a prepare thing. Yeah, I'm
okay.
totally wrong. You do get the action next turn.
Okay, that's fine. Then that's what I'm going to do. And since he is in the form of despair, those two creatures only have 10 feet of movement next round.
Okay. All right.
And that's all I got.
All right. Okay. All right. So next up, which is Pirvin. Nivian, you're after that.
I'm going to move up to here, and on the lower one, I'm going to use both my Psychic Blades.
Yep.
$22 to hit for the first one.
That hits.
7 damage.
Okay. Awesome.
25 for the second one, and then 9 damage.
Okay. Oh, cool.
I'll take a bonus action to summon 2 more, and I will end my turn.
Okay. Very cool. All right. Nevian, it's your turn. Omar, are you there? All right.
Yeah, muted myself. Not a problem. I say, you all are horrible at rescuing as I cast Healing Spirits at the big guy who got fucked up.
Okay. Yep.
That's bonus action. He, whatever, 2d6. You get 7 health there, bud. And then look over to the big old mess that they were fighting. And cast Tidal Wave at him.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Do I need to roll or is that your roll?
That's
to
a
hit?
U roll.
All right.
Dex saves a 16.
Dex save? Okay, cool. Yep. All right. Clearing it and doing my dex save. So tidal wave hits all 3.
Perfect. 20 damage to all of them.
No, I was asking. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, it would hit all 3. It
All right.
does like a
2 saved, 1 failed. I assume they take half damage though on a save. Okay, cool. Yep.
Yep. And if they didn't save, then they're knocked prone.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, that is nice. Actually, very cool. All right. So sorry, what's the full damage? And then I'll take half. The 2.
20 for full damage. 10.
Awesome. And they are all prone right now. Okay.
Only if they failed.
Oh, if they failed. Okay, that's still cool. Very
Did
cool.
did Pierre roll his sneak attack?
Good question. I don't think he did roll sneak attack.
I did not.
You have an ally within 5 feet.
Rip.
It's fine. Well, you can roll it and we'll put it in later. All right. Awesome.
So wait, did he cast 2 spells?
Bonus action.
But one has to be a cantrip.
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies.
It's okay. He's
Yeah,
already
that
a
is-
healing spirit
that
anyway.
is correct. That is. I
He's
was
further
about to
than
ask the
60
same thing.
feet.
I was looking it up just to make sure I didn't like step on him for.
Good chain. God.
Yeah.
Good catch. No heal to you then. I do Tidal Wave.
Yep.
Bonus action, Wild Shape into Polar Bear.
Yep. Cool. Yep. Sounds good. All right.
Take away 7 health.
Don't worry about the heals. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
I was under the impression that sneak attack was only like melee range, so that's why I didn't say anything.
Range and melee. Anytime you have an ally within 5 feet or advantage on any attack roll you make with a weapon.
That is correct. Yep.
I love you. Thank you.
Yep. That is correct. Yep. Cool. Okay. Very cool. All right. Let's go next in initiative order, which is Mac.
Mac and Gretna. Then Spellbook 3.
Yep.
I'm moving 30 feet in and up towards the prisoner.
Okay.
That would get you next to me.
All right. And what are you attacking with?
I still got that crossbow, and isn't that little funky creature up ahead, straight up above me?
The small one? Yes. The small one is here. The small
75
one.
range.
Yeah. The small one's here.
I'm gonna shoot him as I head north.
Okay, go for it. Yeah. Go ahead and roll the hit. Oh, you got it, Mac. What is the roll to hit though?
4.
Yeah, it bounces off the tiles, misses. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action my hill rune. Makes me resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Okay, cool. All right. Next on initiative is Gretna.
Okay, 5,
Your
10,
turn.
15. I get right up to Erastus. I knock Shave and a haircut onto his shell, and I cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
He gets 11, 12, 13, 14 points of healing.
Thank you.
Okay.
And that's it.
Right in lightning bolt range. All right. Awesome. All right. Who's next? Let's see. So it is so all right. So the three go and they say and they all say last chance before we kill everyone and two of them cast spells. Hold on. All right. So their magical effects between them, you know that they cast spells, but without any like active perceptions, you don't actually know what the spells are. They both cast spells though. Two of them cast spells, one of them did not. You don't know why. The next up is Umbra. Your turn.
Ah, shit.
Oh, actually, I would have backed off again. 15,
Okay, you can back off. Yeah.
25, okay.
All right. I am going to move up.
Okay. Yep.
And I am. What's the skeleton icon up here? Is that just the?
The skeleton icon is I lost track of that too, but the skeleton icon is
Oh, that's Shadow
it's
Spawn.
her shadow spawn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, sorry to interject, Chris. I just remembered I rolled all my con saves for all the 3 different lightning damages. I did make all 3.
It's dex save. Dex save.
For
lightning bolt.
concentration on enlarge.
Oh, on concentration. Yeah. I missed that too. So thanks. Yeah.
Yep, no problem.
Okay.
So, sorry to continue.
And this is tough. This is tough range. I am. So I see that corner. Let's see.
By the way, the other this is what you would have seen, Nevian. Those creatures are waiting on you to do something. You don't know, but they look like they're going to tear you to pieces if you move in any direction. That was their action as an FYI, but you would see this. You're close enough to them. They're holding something.
Is the sack icon up here in the water? Is that another creature?
The sack icon in the water is
That's the wall that they have up. It's
just the no, it's not another creature.
Oh,
It's the
okay, it's the wall.
prismatic
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am, because from my range, it's still the only thing I can do. I'm
No, it's fine.
casting another fireball to catch both of the things, the kind of demonic looking things in the pool that are surrounded in the circle.
There's silence on that, remember.
Yeah.
But
It's not thunder damage.
She can
yeah, it's
yeah,
fire
you can
damage.
I
cast
didn't know,
spells.
I
You
didn't
can
know
cast
how to
spells through
interact. I was just reminding.
Yeah, no.
I'm
it's
not casting
only-
within the
You
range.
can't cast within, and thunder damage doesn't affect anybody.
That
But
shadow spawn is fucking gone.
Oh yeah, I guess it does have health. Sorry about that. Umber did not realize.
It's a good
It'd
thing
be
that,
that way.
by the way, he tidal waved. It's a really good thing he tidal waved because now they have to get up to move, so or try to move. Well, they're prone. But
Are they? Or does prone do
prone.
anything to dex saves?
I think they have disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
I think you're right. Yep. I think it's something like that. I'll look it up soon, but yep.
All right. So that's 2 dex saves for both of them, DC 16.
Actually, it does not affect dex saves at all.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
That's so
Okay.
that's so strange. You would think that it would make it infinitely harder, but apparently not.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, just deck saves from both of those two.
Yep. The only movement is to crawl unless it stands up. Creature has disadvantage on attack rolls. On an attack roll against a creature, it has advantage if the attacker is 5 feet. That's the only thing a prone does. Yep.
I've been ruling that wrong for years.
Yeah. So just those two. I need deck saves.
Oh, sorry. Yep. I got it right now.
And
It
then
is
I'll go back.
Yep. So they're so the deck saves are probably 16 and 14.
All right, 14 fails. That's 37 fire damage. The 16 succeeds, and that is
Ooh.
18.
All right. This one is doing this one here is doing incredibly poorly. It's got like a bone sticking out. It's doing really bad. The one right here. The other one's not doing great either, but this one is very visibly like mortally wounded on this side. All right.
And I backed up 10 feet, and that's my turn.
Oh, so
Okay.
Shadow Spawn's gonna also need to make a dex save. I just realized. Let me pull his stats.
Does he have more than 18 hit points?
I'm checking. If it would kindly pull up his stat block. He does
You want
have
me to go
more.
ahead and go, Chris, while they figure that out?
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
He's going to get the dash action and get up.
Yep. Yep.
Bonus action, I'm going to activate my force field to get another temporary HP.
You were prone though, right?
No, was not.
Okay. All right.
Where I actually end up is going to be dependent on whether Shadow Spawn is alive or not. So I actually will have to wait for Kaylee to get back to me on that.
Yep.
Shadow Spawn is alive. He is looking not great though.
Okay,
Okay.
well then I am where I am because I can't put. Actually, no, my range extends. They are both within my melee range.
Right. Because
So yeah,
Yep.
because I'm enlarged, so I have a 10-foot melee range. So they're both in my melee range, and if they move, they will get opportunity attacks if they
Yep.
move out of the silence, or if
Yep.
they try to.
That's fine. Yep.
That is my whole turn.
Okay. All right. So this one crawls over here. It's gonna take your provoke. Actually it won't because it crawls within your melee range, right? So it doesn't even provoke. And then it's
Let me double check that out.
yeah,
It
I'm
would
almost positive it
also
doesn't.
only
It
be
has to
able to
take
move.
away range.
What I'm double checking is whether I'm correct, and enlarge actually increases your range by 5
It
feet.
should. It should.
Yeah.
It's supposed to.
But he can only move 10 feet because Shadow Spawn started within 5 feet of him.
Okay. No, that's fine. He's crawling anyway, so he's just gonna move 10 feet. He's gonna move 5 feet though. He's just gonna move 5 feet there. And this one is going to try. Can it only move 10 feet like away from the shadow spawn? I didn't even know that was a condition. What does it
Only
say?
move. So when Shadow Spawn is in the form of despair,
Yep.
any creature other than me that starts within its turn within 5 feet of the spirit has its speed reduced by 20 until the start of its next turn. And it had just started after their turn, so
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. No, that's fair. That's totally fair. So that one won't move at all. That's fine.
It does not.
It does not provoke.
No,
Or
it does not increase my
your.
it does not increase my attack range by 5
oh
feet.
shit, that
I
sucks.
was incorrect in my initial assessment.
Oh really? I thought enlarge did. Wow. Okay.
It is
It
not.
doesn't increase your range. That's fine. So it'll provoke then. That's fine. It'll still gonna move. It'll provoke. Yep. All right. So go ahead and roll to hit.
Flash Genius. 19.
19 hits.
Uh, 11 points of damage.
Awesome.
Thunder
Yeah,
damage as it leaves silence.
Yep, it's not doing well. All right. This one will go ahead and recast on you, Arasis. It's gonna cast lightning. Dexterity saving throw.
Fuck. $11.
Okay, yeah, 27. Sorry, 29 points of damage, and then the next one. This guy here is also going to cast at you as well. This one here. He's going to cast lightning bolt. Go ahead, another dex save.
Natural 20.
All right, yeah, you got it. That's good too, because this is now 32, so you just take half.
Oh, I'm down.
Okay. Yep. So as you go down, by the way, you see all three women like hysterically start laughing. Also, once you're down, you guys see that this guy starts freaking out. He starts panicking like crazy all
Okay.
at the same time. All right. Pan, it's your turn.
Okay. Gosh. I'm still holding up silence, so
No.
jeez, what the fuck was that? God, should I I'm just gonna how far away are they? 60. I don't think I can get in range.
All right.
Oh no, I can get just within range.
Oh, I'm sorry, Co. God damn it, I'm so sorry, Co. Make a dex saving throw on your shadow spawn too. Sorry about that. It's only one though.
No, I'm glad you're keeping up with that because I'm forgetting half the time.
No, I should have done this on my turn. I should actually pass it, but just make a dex save on yours real quick while Pan does that.
Sure, it does okay on dex saves, so it might go okay. $15 + 3, so
Yeah,
he
you make it.
got...
So it's 16 damage. Take
Oh,
16 damage.
okay. He's not looking good.
Okay. Anyway, Pan, go ahead.
I'm going to vicious mockery the wait, no shit. No, I can't because this is in silence, so it wouldn't hear me.
Yep.
Well, honestly, if I'm not within range of anything even moving, I can't
Yeah, that's
really...
fine. You can. That's fine. Yeah. All right, Co. It's your turn.
Was it Pan or Umbra who had the healing potion?
Pan.
Pan.
Yeah, Pan.
Theo is going to use her movement to go... Oop, that is still the pointer. She's going to go 5, 10, up to Pan. I can't take it, though. I have to wait to take it.
No, if Pan has it out, then she can pass it to you as a free action. If she doesn't have it out, unfortunately, she has to like basically grab it from her pack.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Can Theo
I
use her
really
free
should have
action?
thought about that because
I'm gonna get my. I'll get my backup character ready.
It's totally fine, guys. This is the chaotic, like freaking combat is chaotic. That's how it's supposed to be. So
Can
yeah.
Theo
we
give
had
Pan instructions
discussion.
then?
Yeah. What?
Can Theo use her free action to give Pan instructions?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You can use like a sentence or two to yell at her in feverish pitch. Yep.
Okay, then Theo's gonna tell Pan as she runs by her dimension door to me, and Theo will keep moving.
Okay.
If it will let me move. So that was 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then she's going to bonus action Misty Step another 30 feet.
All right.
To Araxis. Try to make sure that's 30 feet.
Chris, are these pools glowy?
Yep, all of them. I was gonna say it's been chaos, but all the pools are glowing. That would have been obviously pertinent when we go through it. CO's hopping
Yeah.
over these. It's a free thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna burn Misty Step to get to Araxis, and then I can only use a cantrip for my action since that was a bonus action.
Yep.
So I am going to sure. Nope. I'm right on the outside of silence, so I can use
Yep.
Eldritch Blaze
Yep.
on the guy right next.
So this one, so CO, this is what you see. You see a
Yes.
haggard, bleeding to death guy here, and then you see this guy who's also not doing well. This guy's about to die, but he is silenced. So this
Okay.
one is not.
Yeah, so I'm going to target the other one outside of the
Yep.
range of silence with. Do I get advantage or disadvantage because he's crawling?
Neither. It doesn't matter. It looks.
Okay, so it's
Strength
Let
and
me just make sure.
range.
Prone creature's only movement is option is crawl unless it stands up. The creature has disadvantage in attack rolls, and an attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Okay,
Otherwise,
so
the attack roll has disadvantage.
that's what I thought. I
Yep.
was
So, yep.
okay. That's fine.
Yep. But I don't think. Yeah. So. Yeah.
So that's gonna 12.
Yeah, it doesn't hit. Doesn't matter. All right. Okay.
Then Shadow Spawn will just crack the other guy on the face.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, you can have him attack. Go for it.
So he is going to
Really, where did you roll?
D&D Beyond because it was easier than trying
Which
to
is
type
fine.
in 2 different places.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Go for it.
Read. Okay, so he needs to roll the hit. So that's 16 plus.
Okay. All right. 16. All right. Okay. 16 does not hit. One short.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't think he gets a bonus to just smack him in the face, but I'm trying to make sure. Open
Yep.
attack.
Purvin, just in case, you're up next.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No, he won't hit then.
Okay. All right, Purvin, it's your turn. As a free action, one of the women said, "We had a job for you, idiots." I'm not cheating this, by the way. I will gladly kill you guys. I want you to be very clear about that. Like, this is not cheating. This was always the way it was going down. So that said, you can take it or not. It doesn't matter. But as a heads up, because we have a new player, I want to be very, very clear. This is not me metagaming to save the party. I would gladly kill all of you. But anyway.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
We do not doubt it.
Yep. I know lots of DMs love to it's not that game. So
Your honesty is appreciated and unquestioned.
Yep. All right.
All right. So
Yep.
okay, I'm going to use psychic whispers on the 3 hags, 3 women, and
Okay.
I will say, well, Purvin will say, heed not our actions, but what do you have entail for us?
Does psychic whispers work in a way that they can actually respond? It's a one-way thing, isn't it?
No, it's a 2-way thing. As an action, choose up to 3 creatures you can see, all of them, and then roll 1 psionic energy die. For the number of hours equal to the number rolled, the chosen creatures can speak telepathically. With you, and you can speak telepathically with them as long as you are within 1 mile. The creatures don't need to speak common language to understand each other.
Awesome. No, that's awesome. That's awesome, Purvin. So this is what all 3 of them try to say to you at once, but they're only going to get a couple sentences while we're in initiative order. One of them says, "We just wanted you to kill the Naga. You should have listened. You're pathetic. At the same time, we might just kill you anyway if you're not lucky." That's the only thing they say to you in those sentences. But the overwhelming first thing was they wanted you to kill the Naga. You don't know where the Naga is or what the hell they're talking about. I'll let you have a very brief response to that, and then we have to go to Mac. That is an awesome ability for this.
If I can convince my group to cease combat, will you have a full conversation with us aloud?
Okay, cool. And then we'll go on initiative order. Once they're up, they can respond. Mac, your turn.
I'll move double speed
Okay.
Wouldn't it be mine?
Yeah, you didn't hear any of that,
I'm
by the way,
staring
Matt.
at initiative order.
I'm
Whether
sorry,
that's me.
Nevian. Totally, it is totally Nevian. I'm so
Totally
sorry.
fine. I'm gonna make
Yep.
this easy. I'm gonna see these guys that I thought was rescuing me get their ass kicked. I'll wild shape and put my hands up for the goblins to re-put shackles on me
All right.
and tell them I'm sorry.
Yep. All right. Mac, your turn. So they look at you. They look at you and smirk and laugh to each other. One of them actually says something in Abyssal to the other. For the people who speak Abyssal, they had a bet that they were going through, which one of them won. Anyway, Mac, it's your turn.
I'll move over Erasmus's body and I will try to speak to them too and say, everybody hold your actions.
Okay. Yeah, this is a winnable fight, guys. But Erasmus, you might really die doing it. It's
Yeah,
winnable,
but I'm like,
yeah. But anyway, so Gretna, it's your
but
turn.
I can't mad at this.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Gretna, it's your turn.
5. So I haven't heard any of this stuff, right?
No, you've heard
Okay,
nothing.
5.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20. Whoops. 25. I am going to Sacred Flame. This fellow right here. You see all the way by Nivian?
Yep.
So you're gonna
And-
get hit.
Greta didn't hear what I said.
Well, why would you have said that though?
Because they
Yeah,
offered.
just you can just ignore it, Gretna. It's fine. It's you don't get it even. It's you can just ignore what Mac said. It's totally fine. Mac, Mac, you wouldn't have heard what Piravan had communicated anyway. You wouldn't hear that. You would just hear what the women were saying. So,
9.
They offered us
Yep.
a job, right? And Erasmus is down.
Well,
Well,
Erasmus is gonna be down for a second.
they did offer you a job in the very beginning without any like tendencies. So if Mac's going off that, that's fine. It's just he
I
can't
thought
really
that was in
communicate.
Abyssal that they said that though.
No,
No?
They said it in
Okay.
common. They said it in
Oh well,
Yeah.
he got 9 points of Sacred Flame on him anyway.
That's
And
fine.
then
Which
a
one?
bonus.
Which one?
The one to the right of Nevian.
Oh, to the right of Nevian. Okay. Yep. Cool.
And Healing Word to Erasmus.
That's gonna piss him off. Yep.
Not too bad.
Yep.
Whoops, I messed up. Hold on. Okay, so what? Asshole.
You are a hero.
Okay, so that is 9, 10, 11, 12 points of healing to Erasmus.
Cool. Okay. All right. On. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So on when they get up, so Piravan, they say telepathically, get your group to stop now and we will give you your stupid job. That's one of them, the one right here. The other one says, if you don't, I will pull this barrier down and kill at least 3 of you. The other one says, or just do nothing and we'll sit here and laugh at you all day long. As they do that, these two cast another spell. So far, it doesn't look like there's any effect that goes off. You have a small chance to respond, Piravan. You can't obviously as a free action you can scream something, but you can't do any actions or anything like that. But this is within there. You can telepathically respond in 1 sentence. This is all happening at once. Piravan?
Yeah, I was just thinking for a second. I don't know what else I can say in a moment that would change your mind. I'm just gonna stay silent.
All right, that's fine. All right, Umbra, it's your turn.
All right, I am moving up, or actually, I'm going to cast invisibility with my shadow touched feet, not spending a spell slot, and then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right there.
All right. Are you making any threatening action? Because it's going to depend on what the hell these guys do with their held actions.
I am not. I am simply moving invisibly.
Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. All right. Erastus, it's your turn.
He has no idea I mean, like, I'm kind of fucked. He has no idea the context of what's going on. So
Right. You do know, you can see that they're firing off spells. That's it. You can see they're firing off spells.
from
You can
his
see this guy is
perspective,
still
we're still
like
in
in the
combat.
middle of this. Exactly. This is all happening at once. You can see the spells go off here. You can see that there's like stuff going on with these two here. You know that you just basically, went down. You can do whatever you want.
I don't have a lot of options. I will bonus action activate my force field.
Yep.
I will move out towards the one that is crawling and grapple him.
Okay. Yep.
And then drag him back into the silence.
Yep. Go ahead and
He's
do your.
got
your,
well, I think the interaction he would have disadvantage on the escape, because he is prone. Because
Well,
this
it's
is this is variant of the attack.
Right, but he'd just be restrained. Restrained creature speed becomes 0. It doesn't say anything about disadvantage on like grappling prone or any of that. Like,
Well, then I'm gonna grab him and drag him back into the silence.
yeah. So when you grapple him, you have to actually do your grapple, and I have to oppose and all that stuff. So go ahead and hold on. Let's see. You got an 18.
Well, I have to roll a d4 because I'm enlarged.
Yep. Yep. These guys have a +4. Holy shit. All
21.
right. 21. You probably win, but let's see. God damn it. All right. Yeah, 19. So you win.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
they are grappled, and you want to drag him to the silence?
yeah. Sorry, guys. I mean, he was down in silence, so he couldn't have heard any of this, anyways, and wasn't.
That's fine.
I
It's totally
mean,
fine.
he was expecting to come in and finish the fight.
It's totally.
No one blames you, bud.
You can do whatever you want. All right. So all right. So what ends up happening is you take this guy, you drag him into silence. This one here will fire, since you did that, will fire at Erastus. Go ahead and make a dex saving throw. It's going to also hit you, Mac. So Mac, yeah, you failed. Do a dex saving throw as well, Mac. And
this is like negative fun for me.
Yeah, you took 31 points of damage.
I'm down again. It's fun.
Yep. All right. So, all right.
I'm getting destroyed.
That is the last lightning that they have. That one at least. All right. So, anyway, the other two can't do much. Pan, it is your turn. However, once you start moving, one of them says, "Don't be an idiot," telepathically. You're not sure how they're talking to you.
Well, I mean, I was given instructions by CO, so.
Yep.
I'm going to Dimension Door to Erastus.
Okay.
And I think that.
Yep. If you have it, it's fine. Yeah.
No. I don't remember how the system works with giving a potion to an unconscious person.
It's completely ambiguous. I'll allow it in this case. It's not actually. There is no system. You theoretically, it's the way it's written. There is no actual thing to drop it into someone's mouth. I'll allow it. Yeah.
Okay, then I will get him to drink the potion.
Okay.
And then that will be my turn.
Okay. All right, Sio, it's your turn.
So Sia was on the outside of silence. So she would have heard Mac tell everyone to stop.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. She would have. Yep. It's up to you though. Whatever your turn is. Whatever you want
Yeah.
to do.
Zio will call to the women and ask them if they can recall their servants so we can discuss their offer.
Yep. Does everyone want to hold a threatening action, or do you want to stay in initiative, or is someone going to attack? If not, we can start communicating. But if anyone attacks, the next ones, I'm saying Piraven, Nevian, Mac, Retna. If any of you attack, we stay in initiative order. If not, well, they can communicate.
If they start backing off, then I will be fine. Otherwise, I think they're lying.
Okay. All right. So that's fine. So this is what the three say. Finally, finally, you're not such idiots after all. Now the two things that are up against you are enraged at you, Nevian. You can tell that they want you to move so they can basically murder you. But they're not doing anything yet. Um, these guys slowly back off. This one here is incredibly upset, gets out of the silence and starts talking to this one in whispers. This one backs up to here,
I'll
and
drop
grabs
silence
this
at this
creature.
point.
Okay, that's fine. He grabs this creature and brings him back into the area here. So he's got this creature in his hands and brings it back. Um, uh, so uh, so the woman here comes up and she walks past her barrier here, and she points to Nevian, and she says, "Is he with you?"
Chris, at a glance, does it look like the water did anything or affected the creature that went into it?
Not that you can notice, not that you can see. It doesn't
Okay.
mean it didn't, but not that you notice. Yeah.
I think he's with those goblins. Oh.
She points to you, Nevian. She said, "Are you with them?"
Please take me. I do not wish to stay.
Sure, he can be with us.
She said, no, that's not what I meant. That's not how it works. She looks and she calls out two names. The names are Ist and Yeist. And she says, "Ist, Yeist, come now!" And they walk over begrudgingly and start walking over here. They hop through this. They walk on this side. They both leave you, Nevian. The other two, the other two are back here in their throne, talking amongst themselves in like silent whispers. They do look exactly like the picture, by the way. They look like beautiful women that look like they're royalty in some capacity. She says, "Now that everyone's civilized, this is all we want. We want capable people to march their little butts up over to the room, all the way to the room with that big turtle. Did you see that big turtle? We want you to walk past. We want you to kill the Naga for us. That's all we wanted before you came in. We've been watching you the whole time. You come back, you kill the Naga, you're good with us. Otherwise, if you run, we'll find you, we'll hunt you down, and we'll kill you. But if you do this, you're fine. You have free reign of our entire area. Just go back and kill the Naga." She said, "You can take the worthless one over there as well. He seems semi-capable." She said, "We don't care."
Why do you want the Naga killed?
Because we
Just
can't.
stick my tongue out at her.
Yeah, she says, "Because we can't. Because there are rules here. Clearly you have no idea why you're here at all. Fortunate for us, less fortunate for you. But there are rules, and we can't. We'd be invaded if we killed the Naga. But you can kill the Naga. As a matter of fact, we're sure that you haven't alerted the guards yet, which we could do in an instant anyway. We could still have you dead if we wanted to. That said, we'll be nice. Just go and kill the Naga, come back, and you have free reign of this area. We'll even help you out later."
I mean, that sounds like a deal.
That sounds incredibly fair to me.
So she also looks at Nevian and she says, also, that one, he stole something from the tomb. We know. We can see it. We see it. And as she says that this one casts like a spell that basically erupts you. You're pretty sure it's fairy fire. However, you notice that an item that you have in your pocket starts to vibrate and glow. You don't have to take it out, but it's
I
glowing
have no
very
idea.
brightly. Yeah.
They sound like
I
they're
just try
telling
to do
the
that
truth.
pocket cover.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, they do sound like they're telling the truth, Greta. You can do an insight check on them if you'd like. But the other two are still behind their wall. You notice, by the way, that small creature is terrified of all of them. The small creature that came in. And the woman, by the way, looks at that creature and she says, we deal with you later.
God damn it. Well,
So she says, so chop chop, come on, make your choice. That or we kill you.
I would prefer the non-killing option.
I mean, I think it sounds like a good deal.
Can you give us the whereabouts of the room with the Naga in it?
You
We
remember
found
the
the room
room
with the
with the
Naga.
dragon turtle? Do you remember the room with the dragon turtle in it? Up the
Yes.
stairs, you open that door, there is a Naga there. She is a nasty, awful, evil creature. She needs to die immediately. Once you kill her, come back, you can have your reward, and we will fulfill our promise. You can have full reign of this area. We will not tell on you, we will not do anything harmful to you. You kill the Naga, we are friends.
Do you have any ways to ensure our success?
That one, and she points to them that stole that item, has a way to get into the room safely. There are red wizards outside, after all. You'd have to normally go through them. You work it out with him. He tells you how.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
And she says, he'll tell you. He'll tell you. But for now, we're getting bored, and our creatures need to eat. And by the way, you almost killed my favorite over there. And she looks at the demonic thing that has the spell book. So my patience is a little thin. That said, I can tell that you're capable. I know you have a chance. You can kill the Naga. Go kill the Naga, please.
and another we tie ourselves to.
Can you tell us which rooms have the red wizards in them?
Erastus, you almost died.
That large room that you came through is flooded with red wizards. So many, as a matter of fact, you probably would die by opening the door. You can't get through there right now. I wouldn't suggest it, but talk to the whatever that little one is that stole from our place and their place. Talk to him, find out what he stole, use it or whatever, do whatever you want, actually. Kill the Naga, come back. We will be friends.
Is the little thing still in the room, or did it dash off?
No, it's actually being held by one of those large demonic things with a spell book. You can talk to it. It's there. It's just being held by it.
When she referred to the pets, was she referring to the creatures with the spell books?
Yes, she was, not the small creature
Okay.
that the creature is holding. She actually said, "We will deal with you later." To it.
With that little fae thing?
Yeah, exactly. Spoiler! No, I'm just joking. Yeah, it is actually a fae thing. Yes.
Yeah, well, the
I
Demonomicon said
actually said
that
that. So
angrily,
I know,
yeah.
exactly. I'm joking. I'm totally joking.
I will ask the ladies to allow us a moment to speak to the thing in private if it would allow us to, so as to not intimidate it and allow it to be
The
open and
small
honest.
thing? She
Yes.
says, "What could you possibly give me for that small thing? Because it has angered us." She said,
Nessus
"I
is
will."
walking out of here.
Yeah, you can walk out. If by the way, as you start walking out, the one behind here screams out. She says, "See, he knows what he's doing. Follow the turtle." But as CEO, as you can see this, it doesn't look happy to be in this thing's hands, and it looks like it's in distress. She said, "What?" She said, "If you want it, trade me."
Well, I was more so asking if we could discuss what it stole from you and from them. And it
Oh, no,
looks
no, no,
obvious.
she says, "Not that little one." She says, "That little
Oh,
one," and she actually points to Nevian.
that. Okay,
Points to
my
Nevian.
bad.
Yep.
Um,
Nevian, you're not little, obviously, but for whatever reason they're calling you that. Yeah.
okay.
Fine.
Okay, that was my misunderstanding. I thought they said both of them had stolen.
Nope, just Nevian.
Okay. Um, well, unless my companions have more questions, I believe we have a Naga to deal with. And she's just going to kind of look and see if anyone else has questions for them. Otherwise, Sia will bow out.
Let's go.
If we do this, can we borrow one of your pet spellbooks?
She laughs. She says, "No, no, no, but do this for us. Do this for us, however, and we can talk. As a matter of fact, we will give you something. You do this for us. Not only allow you to have free passage through our area, we will give you something."
Deal.
Yep. Okay. So, are you guys leaving the room?
Yeah.
Left it.
Yeah,
Alright,
Sio's going to go
so-
up to Nevian and
Yep.
then walk out.
Pan's
Okay.
gonna stay with Sia.
I'm going to follow Nevian close behind, still invisible.
Okay, cool. Now you guys can talk. So as the door closes,
You guys will just
Um,
come out and Erastus just punching the wall over and over.
Oop, pardon me.
Sio is going
He
to
seems
cast.
quite angry.
Sio will cast Calm Emotions on Erastus. Please make a
Really?
Wisdom save.
or you can just
Oh.
decide not to. Yeah.
I can't see if you did roll it.
Stick.
Yep. So yeah, you're calm. Anyway, go ahead.
Sio's just going to turn directly to Nevian and ask him what he stole because there's an item of great importance that we need to be aware of.
Yes, of course, dear. My name's Nevian, and you are?
Sio,
Sio. Beautiful name. I may have taken this, and I'll just show him the little piece of obsidian.
Yep. It looks like a
I
small
believe it's a
obsidian
key.
pyramid. Yeah, it looks like a small obsidian pyramid.
When I stole it from the man, he did state that it was a key to get around this place easier, as I handed to her.
I see. And they said you took something else?
No, just one thing. Just one.
Just
Just one thing.
that's
Yeah.
all I had.
If you
I
thought it was two,
apologize.
if you thought it was two, it's my mistake. So she
No.
only said one.
Okay.
Now, before you explain it, though, I want the group to understand this as well. The key will fit in the black gates. There's a black gate here that you'll find out about soon. But you also saw very, very faintly a black gate in the other pool, down in the bottom here. Two black gates. Anyway, go ahead, Nevian.
Yes, I've been told that there's things called black gates, and if you use this key, you can kind of bounce around here, you know? I was trying to escape before I ran into two shitty goblins.
We have a white key, don't we?
Yeah, the one that
We
the
do.
vampire gave us.
Yeah.
Yep.
That might do the same sort of thing.
If you all just keep me alive until we get out of here, and I just put in her hand and just like hold
Yep.
it real firm to hers,
So
you can have this.
CO, once he touches it into your hand, anyone who holds the key knows the locations. The key can be used in this location here, the pool, and it can also be used in this location here. That's the only places it can be used. The two outputs are black gate number 1 here, which happens to be the same room as something else. And then the other one is if you use the one in the pool, it goes here.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not seeing where you're doing the here
Okay,
and here.
I'm
Okay,
not
so-
either.
Oh,
So
so sorry. It's because it's a big place. Okay, so I'll zoom out to help this. Okay, so first, let's go down south to black gate number 1, which is here. So this black gate here, do you see that? You guys
Okay,
see
yes.
this?
Yes.
Okay, that's going to go all the way up north. You have to zoom out
Mhm.
to the area seal that you know all too well here.
that's what I was hoping.
Okay, then there's another the other black gate that also is underneath the water. So see this area here? There's actually a black gate submerged in here. That one goes to this room that you've never been in over here. But it is a room that feeds into where all those red wizards might be. So there's 2 areas. That's the black gate that he has access to. So
And
No,
Sia would
you still
intrinsically.
have access to.
So Sia would intrinsically know if she went into one portal, she could, or which portal she'd have to go into to get into
Yep.
the room she wants.
anyone who holds it knows. That's right.
Okay. She's keeping that information private. She's
Now,
not
the
telling
other
anyone
thing
else.
is that this room also leads right to the Naga. Because you know already, you can look on the map now and see this room leads right to the Naga as well.
Ah,
And
Yeah,
it
you know
bypasses
that
every single red
too,
wizard. Yep.
all right. But the issue is the red wizards, and we don't know, unless
Right.
you know, Nevian, how many there are and when they're leaving.
Right. Now
We
here's the
don't.
thing. The red wizards, if they're in that room, are in that room. But right now, you only know for sure that they're in this room. Maybe in this room, maybe. But this would theoretically bypass that large room. Now, of course, if they're flooded in this room, it's not going to matter. But
Right.
yeah.
And there's no potential to walk back into that room and ask
Can't
the
catch it quite
woman.
yet.
Yeah.
So Nevian, you've used it before though, so you can explain that you walk in. When you walk into this, you have the ability to only activate it when everyone else is in the square, or you activate it whenever you want. It will instantly teleport you there, but it's instant, so you can actually go back and forth and blink back and forth if you really wanted to. It's not if you try to blink, you have to be within a place for a full 6 seconds to actually fire a spell off or whatever, so you can't use it to like meta the shit out of it. But at the same time, if you wanted to blink back and forth, you can for perception, and someone would have to be very, very astute to see your millisecond go in and out. This is another way that the wizards theoretically would also be able to like see things quickly. But so it does almost instantaneous when you go through a black gate. It's not a teleport, it's different. These are custom made.
All motions
I
is faded.
explained that to you.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Sia will relay that information to the group, but
Okay.
not how the key works as
Sure.
far as what rooms it goes into.
Okay. Yep.
But it might be worth taking a
Be on the team. Slap her on the
right.
shoulder, walk to the back of the group.
It's good to have you, Nevian. Now we just have to plan out what the fuck we're gonna do.
Well, I think
Again.
our next step is
I'm
probably
just
going
gonna
to be killing
resume
another guy.
punching the wall.
Sounds pretty straightforward.
But the issue is we couldn't take them. We can't take red
Yes, we
wizards.
could have.
Yeah, we could.
We could have.
You guys do as you guys are talking, going through that. By the way, you hear audibly a stirring within your bag of holding and muffled sounds.
On
You're not
God.
sure what it is though.
It's Cracker.
Yep.
Is he
But
back?
it does.
Excuse
It
me?
is moving, and the only thing that's ever moved in your bag of holding is a floating skull.
Just
Nope.
like
Yeah,
just like
but
on the
it can't
floors, we
necessarily
gave up
leave
again.
without you thinking about it. So, yeah. Who has the bag of holding currently?
I do.
Okay, great. Now, so you feel this.
Is nobody going to
I
point out
groan.
the fact that the bag is moving?
It does that on occasion, then it's an unwanted guest. We keep him there for a reason.
Rolling my eyes.
Not a problem. Not
He,
a problem.
around let
This
his
is gonna-
armor drop.
What'd you say there?
Prior to this moment, he would have been wrapped up in iron armor, and he would, for the first time, unwrap it himself, choose to undo it.
Well, welcome to the team, Nevian.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you guys are quite interesting.
Yep.
Yep,
I'm gonna drop my invisibility right behind him.
Mhm.
And
By the way, everyone
there,
explain. Yeah, describe your characters so Nivian has an idea who he's looking at. By the way.
I
Yeah.
mean, we can, but just a reminder, it is 10:39.
Yeah, I know. It's almost done. Yeah.
Well,
Before we end the session, everyone
I
at
can-
least.
I
Yeah.
can read. I
Yeah.
was gonna say I can read your guys' players' info stuff.
Oh, do you have the OneNote?
I'm seeing. No, I'm just going to player info backstories, and I see like the one on CO.
Wait.
Retina.
On D&D Beyond?
No, it's
No,
in
no, no.
Discord. It's in
Backstories.
Discord.
Oh,
It's in
right.
Discord.
I forgot that's a thing.
It's on
Yeah.
Discord. It's on Discord.
Yeah, I can send
I
you a
read
link.
those if people put theirs in, or just send me it. Fine, I'm taking a look at all like the little photos you guys have to get a picture right now.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, we're at we will start exactly where we left off next week. And then,
awfully.
Yeah.
That was awful.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, as soon as you guys get out of the Doom Vault, it will be easier for you, to say the least. But at the same time, I do want to stress this is a shitty, dangerous place, just like the Tomb of Horrors. It's just different, and for obvious reasons. So, as soon as you guys get to the open world, you'll have much more freedom and can do whatever you want. But now you've got to find a way out.
No.
You explain that Pan is short for Pandemonium because it's dope as shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd
Yeah.
respect.
And I just sent you a link to our OneNote where it has the same information as far as character descriptions, I think, as the sub tab or whatever. But if you want to like look at the recaps and stuff and regale yourself with like 28 sessions worth of chaos, have at it.
Yes, I also record the sessions on YouTube if you want any of the links for those.
Yeah, and so Nevian, because it's a little confusing because we're running like, literally 80 modules or so, just because you're in a certain place, the group knows this too, but just because you're here doesn't mean you can ignore everything. Don't take it to mean that because you're in the Doom Vault, you have to run through the entire module. You can go at any time. As a matter of fact, the group has actually had, without maybe knowing it, 2 chances to leave already. One via Flaming Skull that they don't want anything to do with, and another through something they didn't understand yet. But the reality is that once you're out of this as well, there is no need to ever fall into any hook. You can just, as long as the group goes with you, you just do whatever you want. There is
Wait
no
till
actually, yeah.
Sweet.
Wait till I get divine intervention. I will be asking every